All right, all right. Everybody all right? All right. Too to be alive. Again. Done it before. Well, he done it again. And we here. Isn't that right? Make sure we get this thing right before it's a long too late. People don't believe it, but it's so important to make sure you're living right. There's a lot of different things out here to get people on. Very little to get them in. So we appreciate the fact that Mr. Yahuwah has been so Yahukanon to us to give us this opportunity to get it right. Isn't that right? Could have been a whole nother way. Yeah, but he saw fit to give this opportunity to make sure we get it right. So we go back over the book, look through it, and make sure we get understanding. Isn't that right? I'll tell Ambassador to the crew that I appreciate them making them transformations, moving from translation to translation. As y'all can see, like we did last night, to try to unravel a mystery. That's the goal. I told y'all before, anybody think they just got a flat out straight copy, you just about gonna have to make it. He gonna have to be with you too. I just being honest, because you don't want to run out and do something on your own, because sometimes people write versions out of the fact that I hate white people, so I want to write to make sure I write toward hating whites. Some whites might write and say, well, I'm against other ethnicity groups, so I'm going to write to more or less favor me versus that favor true. That's how I want to favor true. If I find out he white is all I do, I assure you, they ain't going to stop my heart for him. At the end of the day, I'm looking at the purpose and what he really set for. Because he's going to, I think in every individual, every Goyim, there's going to be a resemblance. I mean, what people didn't come from him? Let's just be practical. What people didn't come from him? Let's go where everybody black came from Elohim. He created all black people. How everybody else got him? They were black. I mean, everybody stem out from one another. So at the end of the day, ain't no time for nobody to hate it. It's time for everybody to get right. And I know that all these world leaders, NATO, UN, and people that's not a part of these groups, they all know the truth. I mean, to the fact that they make sure they keep one major group suppressed and information about that group suppressed, which is going to favor us, because they know there's a lot of history and a lot of facts of where we come from and a lot of places we've been. Like I said, we talked about places like Iran. You don't find about it. Everybody here know people that travel. I'm sure your ethnic group of what's so-called black. You don't know nobody talking about they going to Iran, not unless they're Muslim. Nobody talk about going to Saudi Arabia, not one of us. Not unless you're probably in the oil industry. Other than that, and no reason for you to go, because nobody told you enough information to make you want to go. So I'm appreciative for the fact that Mr. Yahuwah has allowed us an opportunity to be able to sit down and look at the word without prejudice. And that's something that we all want to make sure we do. Keep your prejudice out the way, because we're trying to seek for information. And a lot of times you put your prejudice in the way, your prejudice will block you from a lot of information. Prejudice hurt black and white. It hurt Puerto Ricans, Mexicans. It hurt Japanese, Chinese. Just all these different groups, you know what I'm saying? Because of the prejudice, they heard from a lot of information that all of us add to this arise. You know what I'm saying? Everybody brings something to the table. Niggas ain't know nothing about frying no rice. We just to boil it. I preach them Chinese folk for that. Whatever made them put that rice in a skillet and cut some eggs up in it and chicken, I'm happy. I appreciate it. There's some stuff folk done did. Whatever made Jamaican pull a wing and jack it out, jerk it, whatever it was, listen, I appreciate it. That chicken, what made them choke that chicken, I appreciate it. That's some good chicken. I don't know what made them do that at oxtail, but I ain't mad at them. I grew up on nigga oxtail. You put them in a pot and you boil them and they still good. Whatever that bazooka stuff in there, they put in that gravy in there. Thank you, Moses. Isn't that right? I appreciate you. I appreciate them oxtail and the way they do them cabbages. See, everybody brings something to the table. They just take us all to learn the Cuban, the way they fry that fish. I'm telling you something, it's hard to fry fish better than them Cubans now. I'll be honest with you. It's hard to fry. That fish, we to go up there and get that red snapper. I ain't found nobody fry it like that. Man, I'm for you to bring me two of them out there sometimes. They look at that thing, be about that big, they be like, get him another one. He gonna want that thing. I guarantee they ain't gonna be mad at him. Oh, anybody had that fish from up there? We go to Coca. What about the best fried fish you had? I just say, I know some more people fry. No, ain't nobody fried no snapper like that. Them joker put a lime on that thing and put that dill pickle and slide. I said, God almighty, no. I ain't thought about putting no pickle on no fish. I appreciate you, Moses. Isn't that right? I'm trying to tell you, listen, if that was the same fish that Yahushua broke up for them folk and they were hungry, they would have had 11 baskets. One of them baskets been mine. They say it took up 12 baskets of fragments. They be like, we missing a basket. I like, just keep going. It's enough. It's enough. But if somebody said that was supposed to be in tilapia, y'all heard that story too? No, that's what they teach. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Man, that fish been crossed over with a tomato and everything else. I usually like tilapia. I really usually like it. I don't really care for it much. Like, there's going to be certain places. That's not a fish I ask for no more. I don't know what, when we first got it, man, that tilapia was some of the best eating fish. I don't know what them people did to it. Now it tastes lazy. They do it. They started farm raiding because folks didn't know about it. You growing up, you remember eating tilapia? Uncle Ted, you were down on what? You remember eating tilapia growing up? Never heard of it, did it? All of a sudden, tilapia everywhere. All that, it's from the Nile. They were eating it all over. Jesus ate it. I said, oh, Jesus, I got to give me a double portion of this stuff. Folks just telling lies. All that fish they got, what made them pick the tilapia? These folks told a lot of lies. Now, we need to find out about that. But this is the story they'll tell you to try to get people going on something that these folks no doubt had to fabricate and make up. Because I'm telling you, as much tilapia they got in them store, you should have been known about this fish. Because mullet been out. Now, I know the mullet is original. The mullet still out there. But this joker called tilapia just met that joker a few years ago. He ain't been here that long, but these folks just create stuff and they going, so you gotta just keep your eyes open, keep it moving anyway. But everybody all right? Yes, sir. That's all right. That's right. It's good to see Darren Jr. there and Delilah and Aditi and Donovan in there. Right. Good to see them. Give them a hand clap. Good to see y'all. Miss y'all. All right. Yeah, good to see him too. Definitely miss him in that right. I had a phone call from a guy called me. I think Josh gave me the number. So he called about 6-7 times last night. I called him at least back to back. Well, I called him today. He ain't call back no more. Why that joke talk so long? That joke was just I said, yeah, stop this, cut this off. Let's just stop it. Let's go back over there. Man, see, these folk, all that teaching. And I figured him out. I told him, self-taught, I said, where you study at? He started telling me something else. Where you study? He's telling me something else. Who do you study with? I already told self-taught. I said, teach yourself. Yeah, I tell you. I said, yeah, that's the problem. You ain't got nobody to bounce your information off of. It's just you. And you just going. They ain't come up with a whole nother derision. He want me to help teach it. I can't teach that fool. I said, I don't even believe it. I couldn't teach it. I won't teach that I don't believe. He one of them folk, he believed, what he said, God, man not made an image of God. It's the woman. She the image of God. Yeah, because Adam said, bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. I mean, ain't hard, but I think Polite teach that same doctrine. A lot of these guys, they all teach that same doctrine. I know ain't got it. I heard it. I see that Polite taught that same doctrine. Rugoff from Malachi, York, they all teach the same stuff. The black woman, well, he ain't say the black woman. He probably believe that too. He don't think he done studied something. I know he ain't studied on his own. He done picked it up from somebody else. Your doctrine not old. It's new. Your doctrine not new. That's an old doctrine. And I tell him, that's what you want to run with. That's what you want to do. That's what you believe. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get it to somebody else because I don't believe it. I ain't mad at him. That's what you believe. I tell him, man, listen. Anytime you find these folks studying by themselves, I don't pay that stuff no attention. I already know what you're up to. Them guys they come up with their own, like Breezer said, they draw to their own conclusion like a cartoon. Yeah, they because they're not looking for the right thing. They just got a lot of time they run out. It's more or less their disappointment. They hurt and they don't go at it the right way of trying to find truth. They just trying to find a way to strike back at people. Amazingly, everybody wrong. Everybody wrong, he want to help. All I'm looking at, if everybody wrong, you got it right, he ought to give you somebody to listen to you. Because he'd have definitely told you don't call that number. That's how I know he ain't with it. Because if he was with him at living, he'd have told him, don't waste your time with him. Let's go to somebody we can help. He'd have told him, you wasted, no, you're not going to. I mean, he ought to told, right there, he ought to be questioning, why you had me call those men? Yeah, he said, I never told you to call them, because me and you ain't even having that conversation. We just talking now, but we never talked before. Yeah, and it's a lot of people out here. Like I said, I told y'all about it before. People just all over the place. And people might feel that way about me at the end of the day. But I assure you, I try to make sure I can reference my information. I can source my information. I can prove my information. And I can show a consistent pattern. A lot of times these people just running and just doing stuff. They don't even know why or what they're doing it for. Even Shaw was talking about they don't know what they swear by or what they even confirm it. And a lot of people designed to be teachers of the Torah. And that's the thing that we just trying to make sure we get it right at the end of the day. We're not the only group. It's several other different ethnic groups all around the Iraq where people are actually sitting down. They're trying to make sure they get it right. This thing unfolding, it's unwinding, it's unraveling. Our young people need a sense of direction, and they don't have it. All we got is a lot of people out here just trying to give them stuff to pacify, to keep them, try to entertain them. At the end of the day, tell these people the truth. You dying. We all dying. And we all leaving here. It's just a matter of time. America be just like, it's going to be just like Ukraine. All these countries going to turn around. Listen, these white nations are finally getting to suffer where Nigeria has been suffering, where Yemen has been suffering. All these other ethnic countries, Mozambique, all these countries are suffering. You talking about people in droves, thousands, millions of people. They talking about the 4 or 5 million in Ukraine. You talking about a country with 15 million, like Iraq, where they took over and messed up. So people been suffering, displaced, blown up, kids in hospital, elderly stuck, the men having to fight, citizens becoming soldiers. This ain't nothing new. I don't know why white people like they invented something. This happen all over the world every day. Every day. And you know what, they never show it to you. You create stone. I seen one day they showed an old ranked up white woman. Man, she like a squeezed up booty chicken in the face. The woman sat here and the woman looked so terrible. And they brought her a piece of bread. She rubbing it, unleavened bread. They're talking about the one out the store from Kroger. She rubbing and kissing. I said, seriously? You from over here and you supposed to be a real quote unquote Jew. Who goes and buy this stuff from Kroger? We make our own bread. You tell me this is your group. You 80 years, you grow, and you go to Kroger's and buy your bread. In a third world, I don't believe none of that folks. These folks are joke. See, they talking about for $49, what was it, $24.90, you can help a Jew keep Passover. These bastards got more money than I got. I ain't getting them a dime. I was glad to see it because they show you they suffering. Because you know what the lie you hear? All Jews, man, all them rich, all them doing well, all them tell lies. They tell lies about their existence and they sit and let their own people starve. There ain't no use of begging me for no money. Go to your own people. I do just like Yahushua said. It's not meant for me to take the children's meat and give it to no dogs. I'm not giving y'all stuff to no dog. That's your business. You do it. When they come and give us bread. When they try to give us sanctuary. When they try to fly us home. Don't look for a dime from me. That's just being honest. I don't feel sorry for them people. They show a commercial. That junk don't move me one time. I don't break down. I don't want to grab my checkbook. I don't want to swipe no card and call no number. I'm not moved. Man, we got too many people displaced. Do me a favor. I'm going to get ready to let them sign that. I want you to put up for me how many of them different countries over there, black countries right now in war, how many people displaced. I just want you to put it up for me. Y'all can look it up before y'all drop that down. Let them sign that for me. That let you just see for yourself. Y'all think that supposed to be something? Y'all know who responsible for all the displacement and the destruction in those so-called Negro countries? Or those people? Those same white people that crying and sending money to Ukraine. France, England, America. People don't want to talk about it. All of them behind it. Australia, like I said, all them people crooks. Do y'all know they're responsible right now for the displacement and the destruction of them places? The Congos? You telling me Ukraine got more people displaced than the Congos? They got more people murdered than the Congo. We didn't even talk about, was it that Lepo, was that sorry bastard they had from Belgium, King Lupo, whatever the name, Leopard, change the spot. Forget that bastard. It been people even after him. Our young people need to know the truth. They'll tell you lies about this stuff. You getting killed every day. They don't show it on the news. They'll rather show you Will Smith with his gay show. It'll die out if y'all start watching it. My member just put the ratings on top. They done just signed a 14th series. My member done sent in money. Go, Will. You can do it, Will. Man, let that bastard go ahead and let him go ahead and die with that stuff. We don't need nothing to give our young people no bad and no piss poor information about us. Y'all need to see examples of good men and good women doing what they're supposed to be doing. Isn't that right? That's what you need. You need something you can follow. Show them your pattern. Let me see y'all pattern. Yeah, something you can follow. Look at that. Jay said, take you a long time to follow your pattern. You just on your pinky. Who are that? Brandon, what's wrong with your pattern? Joseph, let me see your pattern. There you go. That's right. That's what we do. Put something y'all can follow. Isn't that right? Always remember that you can't do something you don't know. Isn't that right? That's the truth. You can't do nothing you can't know that you don't know. Somebody got to show it to you, don't they? So you need a pattern so you'll have something to follow. That way, that's how you know if you're getting off or not. So they just gonna set you out here and lead you to your own demise, lead you to your own invention. That's gonna be your destruction. And that's what we gotta try to make sure we do. Try to change how we see things. We gotta stop letting these people be the orators or the orators of how we supposed to be. They're not the designers and the dictator of us and our future. And the piss poor part is that we put it in their hands. How in the world we living in the hands of another race? You think white people let me grade them? You think they go to their schools and colleges, their university, and they gonna say, let's look at Tony Smith's chart to make sure we're all good, clean white people. They gonna look at other white people that were murderers, other white people that were robbers, other white people that were rapists, other white people that were land stealers. That's who they gonna look at. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, one of the worst businessmen they ever had. All these bastards bankrupt, run out of business. Sorry, had to sell and run slaves off. Piss poor management. But you know what? They'll put a statue up of those guys. You think they're going to ever tell you about the bad parts of those people? Only the good. Man told you I never told a lie. I chopped down a cherry tree. Who told y'all the truth? I bet they. I ain't had to read it. I already look at that stuff up. I seen that rubber shirt and them bucket shoes. I said, that man shot no cherry tree. Man, with your church shoes on. You got to chop down. Only man I've seen chop down a tree with a church shoe with Henry Grader. I ain't believing nobody else. Couldn't wear no white boy and no bucket shoes on. Slide right, man, you know what a pine leaves will do? Get on them pine leaves and run up there real fast with an axe and try to stop. Man, you'll knock your brain out your head. All that sap on the ground, man-made soul. No, sir, you got to get the real thing. We're going to let them do, we're going to go ahead and sign the Kato Sarah, then we're going to stand up and we're going to Palal. Then we're going to let them pull. Y'all able to find some information back there? I appreciate it. I mean, we look it up. Either it exists or it don't exist. We ain't trying to make up now. We just want to know the truth, don't we? And then you want to ask yourself, when you see these numbers, I ain't pull them up. I asked them to pull up so we can see the truth. For us, we can't go with nobody else's mouth no more. Let's see it. Tell like that white boy told my brother, man, I'm sick of y'all talking about how big. Put it in my hand. See these folks talking about how bad they are. That white boy told me that. I said, he told me that stuff. He said he was riding. He said, yeah. He said, I was riding there with him. And the bad, he was a big old guy. He said, man, I'm so tired. He said, I'm sick of y'all black guys talking about how big your penis is. He said, I told him, man, put it in my hand. I said, I couldn't believe he said. I said, wow. But he was a nut like that. He wasn't a crazy white guy. Everybody just ignored him. But he showed me why he was crazy, though. We was out there one day. He said, I know you a preacher. He said, I'm going to tell you now. He said, we out here to deliver. He said, something happened. He said, now you get on the ground, don't get up. That joker pulled that 45 out of that boot. I said, okay, now I see why you be talking like that. Make a whole lot of sense. He was like, man, I'm going to slap that joker. I said, you probably going to want to do that. I said, whatever you do, don't slap him. I told him, because they didn't know, but he was just an easygoing guy, and he would say stuff like that. And no, you know, guy be like, man, who you think he be talking to? I'm like, yeah, y'all probably don't want to try that, though. Y'all probably want to let him keep talking unless you got something. Because you slapping, I watching, he going to use it. You know, you going to lose your life. Because you got to figure, people talk like that, it's some other agenda behind you learn. I said, he got another agenda. He having fun, he just going to see who going to jump and cross the line, and he going to lay one of them down. And he going to get off, too. Because he's white. So we got to try to educate our people to be smart. We want to teach out too how to avoid traps. And I'm being honest, you got to watch trap. A lot of the time, what happens with our people, we get led in the trap, you don't even know why. And then I'm telling you, they're edging, they trying you for a reason. You think, oh, I'm going to show them. You don't realize they already waiting. You're going to fall in the trap. Just like this system y'all in. And I can't stress this enough to our so-called Negro men. It is so important that we talk and we meet, that we strategize on how to preserve our people and our future. It's not these young people's responsibility to get together and try to see how they preserve their future. That's our responsibility. We need to come together and get a consensus. Then we need to be able to sit down with our women, get a consensus so we can save each other. We need each other. They kidnapping you, they locking me up. They kidnapping, they selling our little kids into sex slavery and sex trades. Let me tell you how piss poor and how terrible white people are. I'm talking about the system of white people. Do y'all know that another thing they stressing in Ukraine, these white people, they tell them to do? They tell them when they get in these cars with these people in Poland and these other countries, Romania, they're going, take a picture of them and a picture of their ID and they tag number and send it to somebody. Do y'all know they kidnapping them people and selling them into sex trade while this going on? But when they tell us this? But you know what? Let me ask y'all a question. How many of them Ukrainians getting in the car with niggas? Which means white people are kidnapping white people and selling them in the sex trade. Who y'all think doing it here? They do this all. See, they don't even stop. They act like they humanitarian. They sending money. They've been doing this stuff. That's sick. And piss poor the whole thing is, it ain't come to my mind about kidnapping nobody, trying to sell them in no slavery. The people got enough trouble. I'm just pissed because nobody recognizing our struggle. They own people. They own people, but they don't tell you that. They don't want to show. Listen, they talk about, don't get in the car, nobody. Take a picture of them, take a picture of them. Why would somebody do that? Don't they see what kind of tragedy I'm already suffering? I'm having to escape from my country, from a war-torn country. I lost my husband, my kids, or somebody lost their wife, all this stuff going, and all you can think of is kidnapping somebody to sell them into a sex slave? Sick. And that's why we need to talk and realize if they can't trust their own in an issue of tragedy and destruction, how we gonna trust them? Right. If they having to warn their own about their own, why are we so trusting of these people? How is it we've been jumping on their school buses? We've been jumping on buses, taking rides with these people. Where's it ended up? A lot of our kids are going to school one day, and by the end of the day, they've been arrested. They don't want to talk about that, do they? That is because we're so dependent, leaving our kids. Homeschooling done taught us nothing. They ain't taught our kids nothing. They ain't just failing, they've been failing. They say, no, I do better when I'm in public. No, you don't. The same information. If you can learn it whether you sitting in front of a teacher or whether you sitting in front of a computer. Yep. They social promote them. They can't function. They lead them into grade. Most of these kids can't think on their own. They sit it, they're showing them the work. What's the problem? Why you can't get it? What are they saying? It's just hard for me. It's the same information. If I tell it to you, you look at me from a computer, I stand here and tell you, what's the difference? Okay, let's go there. The people at home watching me can't get no understanding because they're not sitting right here. So how your kid can't get it watching the computer now? Because they weren't never getting it. Let me tell you what more people done. Most of y'all people, these kids are led into their education. Most of these kids can't think. Man, I showed these kids a word problem, let them read it. The average of them got it wrong. Once I explained it to them, they learned it. Did I teach you a technique? How long it took? Come up here and let me tell you. Let me say, let's do this. Go ahead and sign that right quick. I'm gonna use y'all for a minute when I get sign it. Let me go ahead and move. Turn to the east. Most High, Kudash Abba, separated Father. I do again for all you done and rendered unto us, for this opportunity to be able to seek you with our whole love, which is with our hearts, to baraka us and open our lives to our understanding, which are our minds. Grant us your Ruach HaKadosh, which is your spirit of separation, that we might be kept unto the human redemption. Baraka those that are here under the sound of my voice and those that are watching in, that we might yakra upon you to seek you for our Yeshua, which is call upon you for our deliverance. Baraka us and let your pioneer oor upon us and be our encampment and our protection, which is your presence, your face. Baraka us and fill our lives with your heart, which are our hearts. Baraka all of those that seek you for their deliverance. Baraka those that we commit to you in Palal, that ask us Palal form that support your Dabarim in every Malkum. Baraka out of towns and strengthen them and be their Nakum. We need you, never before. Touch the lives of our young people, their minds, and Baraka them, which is bestow a gift upon them, that they might zakar you in their youth before the Rosh Yamin come, which is to mark you as to remember. But rock us that we don't fault and we don't faint, that we be unrebukable, unblameable in the human mashpat, according to the berith you shabbat to the Abbath, which is the vow, the covenant that you vowed to the fathers, and even to their Tuladaf, even unto us, which are their generations, and to our Tuladaf, which are our generation, that you might restore us before it's alarm too late. And as we prepare to move further, we ask you to search us and see if there be any Rosha Darak, which are any evil ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting, which is the way of life. Let the debar of our paw, which are the words of our mouth, let the meditation of our lives, which is of our hearts, be acceptable in your which is in your sight. And as we prepare to move further, we Palal, in which we ask that you take full control, that you get the tahalim, the praise, the kabud, the glory, and the kabad, the honor, and the shem, which is the name of Yahushua, Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. Look at this in front. Get him a chance to come down with him.
So it's three different things based on what you asked, preacher. We could just look at
the total numbers,
the different ones, because one subject is how many Africans are displaced.
We'll look at that
based on conflict.
Which is great. Right.
The second one, it would be how many wars have happened in Africa, and how many people are displaced due to conflict. And then the third one, I like the current ongoing armed conflicts.
That's what we want to know, Boston.
And then we can go down to the different cities, but it just depends on where you want to start.
Y'all young people need to know this. See, everything when they show you something, remember this. If they show you something because it's something else they don't want you to see, y'all give y'all a little room. Come on down a little bit. Yeah, come on down there. Give them a little room. Yeah, got your book, got a whole seat. That's it. Let y'all grow and breathe. That good. That good. Makai, come on back down here. You don't move down there. Come on. Y'all stay together. Yeah, y'all get some goober room. Y'all can sit right with goobers. Isn't that right? Everything. Yeah, come on. I've been balled all up. I'm about to get mad and catch COVID. Please don't piss my pastor off. All right, and it's important for y'all to know. Remember, whenever they showing y'all something on the news, the newspaper, and this stuff, it's because there are other issues going on, and I need to divert your attention. Okay? All right. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to what you had at first, please. So this is here. How many Africans are displaced? Y'all understand what that means, my young people? When you displaced, that means they're not where they need to be. They've been put somewhere else. It's got somewhere where it originally should be. That's us. So you displaced. Let's see what the word displaced is so they'll see. I want to make sure my young people, as well as the other people, understand what we're doing. If we're going to educate them and get them to avoid a future destruction that's going to come on them, then we're going to have to educate them so they know what to look for. Y'all got it? If they don't know what to look for, guess what's going to happen? Yeah, all the time. I remember elementary, man, had a little scheme we used to do with kids. Like, you don't get ready to fight, your friend be with you. Let me borrow for one of y'all for a second. When you were a kid, elementary, coming for a second, you'll be going around in a circle like that. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? I remember that. You be going, what you doing? Get your hand, get off me. Then you'll have a friend, man, you sit here, we arguing. Your friend will come up and he'll get behind them and get on their knees. They'll do that stuff, then you push them. They fall over. Then you get, how many of y'all remember that? See, so you're diverting the attention because you don't want them to see what's going on behind them. That's what they do when they're showing y'all what's going on in Ukraine. They're diverting your attention. Ukraine has approximately, I think, about 4.5, 5 million people, maybe somewhere in there. As a country, look at how many we got gone. Displaced. Let's see what displaced. Take over the place, position, or role of someone or something. This is what happened to you. How many of y'all heard that word being used for you, young people? Displaced, saying we've been displaced. Y'all ever heard that? But you didn't understand what it meant. It meant that listen, and it's a past tense. That means it's already, you need to pay attention to stuff. See how white people write? They tell you a couple of things you need to pay attention to. First of all, it's a verb, which is an action word. Secondly, they want you to look at what tense this is being used. This is how white people beat you out. Y'all run right here and look at the definition. They want you to pay attention. First of all, they know what it is. It's a verb and it's past tense because you got the ED on the end of it. Displaced. Take over the place, position, or role of someone or something. You are the original Yahudim. Yes, sir. So why are you not being recognized? One of my young people, tell me why you're not being recognized. Why? Displaced. Exactly. What does that mean, displaced? Without looking up him. Hand, without looking at him. Tell me what it means. Come on for a minute. Come on, 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 come on. My brother just called about you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come right here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Joseph, what did you just say?
Taking over the place.
What else?
Taking over the place. That's all I looked at.
When I said, tell me what it means without looking up him, do y'all know he started reading off his notes? So you looked at, you obeyed. I didn't say not look at your notes. Listen, look at him. That's right. That's what it means, to take over the place, position, or a role of someone. Let me ask you something. Do your parents give you stuff? Buy you stuff? You got to think about it. They give you food. That stuff you like to have. You like your parents. Okay, I'm going to be Joseph. You know what that means? Whatever they give you, whatever they used to buy you, whatever they used to do for you, they don't do it anymore. I'm Joseph now. You just been displaced. What do you like that they do for you? Is it something you can think? What do you like? Food. You can't get that no more. I'm Joseph. Is there anywhere you like for them to take you? Joseph, I'm going to call the police in a minute. The police? Popo? 5-0? 12? You good. Joseph, my friend, we still going to fight. When we supposed to fight? Today. What time? Let me tell you why he want to fight today. He all put his junk. He know I can't fight on the Shabbat. He know that. He know we supposed to be rested. Talking about, let's do it next Shabbat. Go on back over there joking. So I want y'all to understand the example. Whatever it is you like, whatever you do, what is this something any of you guys do you like? What do you like? Who? Okay, draw. Anything else you like to do as far as places that you like to go, or something that you, what is it, how better, what is it something that you have that's your favorite maybe? What is it? But not the ears, what is it? I would never display for them ears. Go ahead. Which one of y'all come to me? Y'all always clap it. It's right, cons. What is it? He said Walmart. He said Walmart. He got me from Alabama. Chris said that was his favorite mall, Walmart. Tell me something. Fogo de Chão. I couldn't use that. Let me say this. What I was trying, I wanted to make sure, the reason I asked y'all this, I want to make sure you understood. Do y'all have like a favorite shoes you wear, favorite shirt? Favorite, you do? Well, if I displace you, you lose that. I wear it. And sometimes you might have things that identify you culturally, okay? Sometimes by our hair, by our dressing, these are things sometimes that identify us culturally, right? So when you've been displaced, these people take it over. So guess what happened? They look to be the original people. So that's why it's important for y'all guys to understand words and how these people give you certain statements, or they make statements because there's a meaning. They let their own people know that this is a verb, and to pay attention with the ED that this is a displacement, a past tense, and it is to take over the place, position, or role of someone or something. That's what happened to you. So now when people ask you about yourself, are you an American, what can you say? What can you say? Yes? What can you say? Originally you were displaced. Originally you were displaced. You're basically a victim of America. Yeah, you were born here. I'll give you that part, but you need to know that you're not where you originally were sourced from, okay? The places where we originally were sourced from, the land culture, it more or less catered to us, okay? The foods catered to us, the foods we ate, man, Africans I have, when they eat certain stuff, they tell their kids to eat it, they'll tell them why. It'll make you strong. Eating this lets you be able to do, it gives you this. You go, nobody go to Kroger talking about they getting, you know how you're going to be sick. You just overpaid for something. But see, the way they eat, the way that they eat, and based upon the place of where they are, it more or less cultivates who they are. It enriches their skin so they can take in more sunlight, so they get more vitamin D, which most people don't get enough of. They get enough vitamin E for energy and other things they get. It's all sourced in their foods. But here when you get stuff, you don't know why. You just eat to get filled. You don't eat for energy. You don't eat for sourcing yourself or strengthening yourself. We just basically just eat. But you have to be taught these things. So being what we call victims of America, there are a lot of things we don't know. So we're looking at, let's go back over to what we were showing right quick. That's a purpose. See, people don't, what happened now, because you ain't being taught nothing in society, we got to take time out and teach you the book and teach you society. How many Africans are displaced, which means somebody's taking over their place. That's right. More than 32 million Africans are either internally displaced, refugees, or asylum seekers, up to from 29 million a year ago. The sources of Africans population displacement are highly concentrated. 10 African countries account for 88%, 28 million of a forcible displaced people on the continent. Now they're going to show us those countries. Y'all need to know this, because those people that's displaced look like you. Which means if they were displaced, what you think happened to you? You were displaced. That way you don't know your history. And when you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it again. Which means they'll move you out again. With over 6 million forcibly displaced people, the DCR, what's it called, Dominican Republic? Democratic Republic of Congo has at least a third more displacement than any other country in Africa. South Sudan has nearly 4 million people forcibly displaced out of a total population of 11 million. They got 4 million of them displaced. Now Sudan is also, believe I'm correct, because it's already argumented between Sudan, between Yemen. Y'all heard about the Malka of Sheba, they called it, well, that wouldn't be her name. That was actually where she's from, Sheba. See, they changed the name. When people tell me her name was Queen Sheba, that's not her name. It told you where she was from. She was how many of y'all thought that was her name, Sheba? That's what I know. That's why you pay me, because it never told you that was her name. But see, that's because a lot of time we don't read with a functionality of trying to comprehend things. We just kind of just go with it, and how they get you, and they trained us. When you read, you don't try to get on, you just keep going. As long as you call in words correctly, you keep going, but your mind has to be able to formulate the statement so you understand what you read. So sometimes I look at something, I stop, I back off, I want to look at it again, because I want to make sure I really comprehended what they were saying. Y'all got it? So she was the Malka of Sheba. And the region where she was from, they talking about how she came from the further side. That makes it sound like she came from here. It's believed that that region was either Sudan or either she came from Yemen, which makes sense. What two places are in high displacement right now? Yemen and Sudan. So if you keep the wars going, guess who's not going to go back to research to get information? Who finna go fly a plane and fly over to Yemen and try to go find some history? Who finna go fly to Sudan and these people being displaced? Somebody might drag you in with them. So they keep these constant wars going so you can't go back and find your information. They put walls up and visas to keep you from traveling now so you'll find out the source of information of who you are and how you got here. That's still argumentative. They told us that we actually were all brought here on slave ship, which was a lie. We were here before the white face came. We were here before Indians showed up. How you gonna be an Indian and you from America? An Indian. Indians are from India. All these things, these are the lies they told you. We were here before. Most people don't know that. They think these people did not originate from here. Neither did we. We traveled here. We did business here. We built here before a white face showed up. That's right. They give you history, but they give it to you based upon, that's the whole word of it, his story. You call it history, break it down, his, then story. Whose story is it? His. What's yours? You going to a class to hear his story. Now, why don't you hear your story? Why can't you tell your story? Exactly. You're going to see it, they're going to start off with the beginning of America. How they were pioneers and how they built, how they came. The wars they fought are all going to look justifiable, just like they're doing there in Ukraine. They're not going to talk about the weapon labs. They need people at chemical lab, the sex trade they were doing in Ukraine. They're not going to talk about other things going on there. That Russia done busted them all. They told you before they told them that Russia's going to come out with a lot of disinformation because that's been exposed. That's why they saying they took over Chernobyl. They found out they've been creating biological chemical weapons over there. They're saying that the disease is already out. And the animals done got it. And the animals can live with it, but yet the people can't. Why y'all think they use these little piss poor countries they give money? You think they give somebody $5 and $10 billion a year and you don't let me do what I want to do? Because I do what I want to do. Epstein showed you that. How these white boys with money go into these countries and set up. So what was Epstein doing? Sex trade. Where you think he got it from? Let's get who was on that plane with him? Bill Clinton, George Bush, all these different Prince Charles's brother, Prince Philip. How are all these people on the plane with this man? All of them running through little kids. They go. Where was his home state? They go move to these places with no extradition that nobody can charge them. What are Ukraine trying to look like trying to charge the president with sex crimes? You saw how far they went with this with Prince Philip. Settlement and close. They'll never get him on no plane to come here and stand no trial. In America, it'll never happen. It's already been settled on a lawsuit. Who you think paid it? The taxpayers of England paid it. Ain't no money coming out of their pocket. Them kids, they just a casualty of war. White people try to act like they the savior or somebody. They the biggest destructive of our people, and they're their own people. More white died at the hands of white than ever died at the hands of a nigger. If we were killing more whites than white, you wouldn't even be here today. That's a fact. White folks shut you down when you start touching white people. White people kill white people. Let's go to the next line. What we had, you had so much to show in the country. I just want to run through this because I just make sure my young people, whatever y'all do, don't be stupid. Think for yourself. It was something else you showed. It was showing the countries. It was showing currently. Oh, goodness. Major war, 10,000 deaths in current and past the calendar year. What these are the different regions in Africa?
Different countries.
All major wars, minor conflicts. What's that is? Skirmishes and clashes. 10 to 99 deaths in current. They call them skirmishes. White people. These colors showing you, see the charts. Show you these are just skirmishes and clashes. Look at this. More than what Ukraine got going on. They call them minor conflicts. Look at them. These minor. Oh, it ain't no big deal. Of course it ain't no big deal because it ain't white people dying. It ain't white people getting kidnapped. It ain't white people getting raped. So of course it's minor to them. Of course it's just a little casual. Look at that. You don't hear them when they talk about Ukraine, do they? 409 citizens have been killed. War crime. We lose more than that in a year right here. That's right. We lose more than that in a day. And where the war crimes at to be charged over here? That's right. Where these world leaders at to talk about that? This is the thing I need the young men, y'all young people to get their minds infused with. You need to be concerned about when it's okay to kill, rape, maim, and false imprison people that look like you. Because the next time it will be you. You can't afford to sit around and go to sleep and play. Not when you see this going on. Not when they can go into this is other people's homes and where they originated from. White people go here and they cause these conflicts and destruct and tear these places up. So these people can be displaced and they can bring in white corporations. They can exert all their oil, their gold, their resources, their minerals. And then after a few years, the people that knew better and knew what happened will be exterminated. And the new people that come on will assume that whites have always been there. Because that'll be what his story will be next. How the white man originated in Africa. Saved Africa. He made the lion, the cheetah. Won't be about 2 of them left. They'll be vegetarians too. Eating cauliflower. Talking about the animals. Those people disrupt their place and tear it up. Africa is one of your most richest countries. They don't have a place that got more resources and riches than Africa. Right. They don't have a place. That's why everybody is trying to move and get on the east. They know exactly why they out here. The Chinamen too, because all North Korea, all these people sit on the east. Kadeem, they all sit where your minerals, your oil, all your riches sit here. Why y'all think these people going on these places fighting? White people got a map. They use this map. That's how they traveled. When these people went broke, why you think they went to Africa? Why they didn't go to other parts of Europe and borrow money? Why they didn't go to Chase Bank? Huh? Why didn't they go to Bank of America? Why didn't they go to Wells Fargo? They went to Africa. They knew where the riches and the resources were. They went and excavated the people out. They got free labor, and through us, we built all these countries. Everybody talking about the gold. What was more precious than the gold were the people. When gold spent, it's spent. But when you got a nigga, you continue to keep growing. Your income keep pulling. When these folks came here, George White and all these hypocrite, low down, rotten, raping, slave owning bastards. That's right. All this stuff was for us. He needed to go to Morocco and borrow money, and he told him he had labor, he needed money to go with the people. He had a rich young country, but they needed to be able to fund it to keep it moving. So he stole the people and borrowed the money. He never paid back. That's right. Most of these folks don't even talk about Morocco. That's who George Washington wrote. Most of y'all, how many of y'all didn't know that? That's why you pay me. They went, all these people, they come right around here and they beat you out every time. Africa also been part of your demise. So now when they come back on Africa too, they also suffering part of retribution that they sold us out. Africa too smart and too educated. Let somebody keep coming with ships, keep taking their people. Dan, how many kids you got? 8. I come and I get 1. You missed it. I come and I get 2. You weren't paying attention. I come and I get 3. Some starting to alert you. I come and I give it. When you going to catch on to this, Danny? Exactly. These folks, they getting us in droves. Yep. And you tell me wasn't nobody meet them at the coastline when you got there? To sink your ship? To kill your white boys? Africa too intelligent for that. And you need to face the facts of the truth. You can't keep coming to my house every day taking nothing from me. That's right. You took from me once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times if you were lucky. But it won't be a 4th time without a fight, and we gonna end it now. That's right. Which means Africa had to be a part of it. Africa was a part of the sellout. Only one country came out that made an apology for it, that was Ghana. The rest of Africa stayed silent. They wonder why it's disrupted, why it's won, why it's conflict. You sold your babies. You know, they talk about, you know how we'll look at a black woman when we find out she sold her baby for some crack? Nasty heifer, dirty heifer. Ask Africa what they sell her for. You tell me Africa is better than a woman that sold her baby for crack rocks? That's an old practice. That's an old behavior. Crack just another form of what they use in Africa to take us. That's how they get us. Why you think they keep all them country poor and starving? Because when you poor and starving, you don't make rational decisions. It's an easy fight. You know what Russia already done threatened to do? They said they're going to blow up no supply lines coming into Ukraine. They don't want them fed. They said the people starving. He already know when the people starve, the people do anything. A man will do anything when he can't eat. I don't care how much weight you lift. I don't care how much money you got. When you starving, you'll give it all up. We saw that from Yosef, didn't we? And Mizraim, didn't it? Everybody gave their house and their land, didn't it? When did they do it? Why you think these white people don't learn how to take you out? You'll give up your land, you'll give up your resources, you'll give up everything. You'll give up your health and your wealth in order to get a morsel of bread. They learned that from Asu. What he cared about his birthright. And guess what happened because of that? He was displaced. Someone else took his place. These people will use you. So I'm trying to teach y'all and get y'all educated about a world that you live in. These people make a fool out of you. That's good, boss. Let's look at this question right quick. You poll for these other people. Let me get about 3 or 4 of y'all up here. Let me see, I got y'all too. I had y'all before. That's a lot of numbers. Come on up here. Come on, Pimp. Will y'all hear that? I want them to read it. I want them to figure this out for me. That's good. We can put it up there for them. That question, the math question. Look at them back there looking too. That's right. I want to answer hands. So that's my young people. 1, 2, can 1. Somebody died? Who died? Who died? Okay, that really excited me. Who is Tracy Braxton? Who is Tracy Braxton? Okay, somebody else I don't care about. Can we please talk about someone of importance? She wonder how many people that died that look like us. You right. That joker jumped around. Tracy Braxton. Thought the man finna say Jesus died. Then I'm gonna be happy. Anybody that enslaved us, imprisoned us, and brought us here and mistreated us, why would you be happy about them living? We're gonna tell you about Jesus live. You need to start crying. Goodness, that man got our stuff hid under him, ain't it? God, this all your information up here? You know what it remind me of one night? We was sitting on the phone. We had to get some machines. And Buster had to get some information. Big Lee was on there. He said, Lee, what if full spell your name? Lee gave it to him. We on the phone. He said, what's your date of birth? Lee gave it to him. Lee kind of getting quiet a little bit. He said, what's your social? I said, it's tight. We on the phone, it's tight. Lee gave it to him. He said, Lee, what's your email address? Lee gave it to him. He said, what's your password? Lee like, oh, but it's going well. Why was on the phone? I said, it's tight right here. This is everything. Now we found out the wife's still in the 4th grade. That was your profile. They came and said he was in the 4th grade. Let's see something. Oh, this is a different question. All right, y'all see the question? Let's see what it say. What's that? Charlotte? Okay. 4th grade. This is a 4th grade question. I joined, select the skill to begin working on it. How your name up here, John? You don't know this your stuff? Switch, add, continue, decimal. They'll get up here in a minute. It's important. I just want y'all to look at something, and I want to make sure our young people are aware. Because, see, unlike with white students, they teach them a strategy on how to do things. We don't have a strategy. We just, this is the detriment to our people. When they send white kids to school, they already educate them toward, they already been reared to understand everything is designed with a strategy. You just send your kid in with no ideas, and then they impute them in their minds. So they just kind of left victimless. And so you see the white kid, they learn stuff. Just like how Justin was talking about how they was taught, and I know it ain't just a white thing, being taught like old English and what things say and how they actually meant it. These are things, how many of y'all were taught? They just taught you English. That's as far as they go with you because that's their advantage over you. So now when they know things, you look dumb, stupid, ignorant, and retarded. And it's simply because they didn't rear you to understand the strategy behind it. They don't create things without a strategy, just like the Rubik's Cube. You think that you just taking this cube and you just turn, you get it, it's because they teach you a strategy. So you see them, they doing this number here. You say, man, they just turn that thing. No, they're not stupid. They learn when they made it where you need to put certain colors to fall in order to get it to move. So now when they look, when you see what you say, man, they so smart. Man, they created it as a strategy. And they teach it to their people who they want to know it. So when they put in your face, you niggas still trying to get one color. Some of y'all niggas got a Rubik's Cube when you were 12. Now you 79, and you still missing one more color at the bottom. To get one side the color. I'm just being honest, that's because they didn't teach us strategy. So you got to sit and rick your brain. When they create video games, y'all like video games? Do y'all know when they create those video games, they also create the cheat to it? So when white people get it, you're loved with, you have to learn it, how it works, and you catch on after how many times you get whooped and beat. White people run straight into strategy. Let's learn the strategy to it so we can beat it, and you learn how to beat the machine. They always put how to beat the machine. When do we try to do that? We just take our chances. And what hurts us, just like with this system, no one taught us how to operate in this system and how to keep from getting caught in the system, and you constantly getting snatched up. The few of us that learn it, look at how old we are by the time we catch on. To the savings part, to the putting up part, to how to retire. Soon as a nigga gets 60, he retired. Dumbest thing he could do, 62. You know they get you the job. Ain't smell laughing because she did it 62. Let me tell you why she did it 62. Just go on, and take your money now. They push you out. White people wait to 66 so you get full benefit. Let me tell you another trick to waiting on 66 to wait till you get it. You can still work and get all the money you can make. Because she left at 62, she can never do that. She got to get to 78, 80. Tell me I'm making this up. White people walk off. Listen, they walk off at the right time. They'll keep working to that point. So when they walk, guess what? I got full payment. She get partial. All they did is suck. What you gonna do? You've been working all your life. Somebody can give you $800 a month. What you thinking? Maka, you, they don't want them again. All right, now go ahead and walk. You done. You done now. White man wait, he get full. He might get 2,000. On top of that day, he can still work and make as much as he want without penalty. Now he doing better than he was doing, he was working. Niggas do worse when they retire. You gotta eat less, more paid in the medication, you getting less of your full benefits of things. Eventually you can't do them but hurry up and die. Your kids struggle. Look at how, this is how dumb we are. We don't, and I had to go with this all the time. If you don't rid of, who's gonna be the people to take care of us when we get out? Don't it make sense to make sure they're sitting in a more prosperous situation so if we need help, now we're not a strain? The most old people, they say, they don't want to take nothing from you. Baby, you need it. Baby, I don't want you to struggle. They're just rather going to die than take you because they look at, I'm lived just to die and struggle. Now you're going to struggle. Why won't y'all guys get on board and I'm trying to get y'all to educate the kids, get these kids up and functional. Yeah. You're too far behind. These people let y'all suffer and go without, I'm not for it. Y'all need to know how this system is working against you. You'll be beating your head against the wall, trying to make it and get to the end of the road and still won't get ahead. You want to walk out with your sanctity. You want to walk out with your health. You want to walk out not to die so you can start really living now. If you're putting all these years in work, it needs to benefit you later. Yes, sir. This is rough. Here we go. Here my kids go. Two of them. Y'all can read? I want me to read it for y'all? Y'all want to read it? All right, I'm going to let them read it. They can read it. Them two right there going to have to hold it. Y'all three, turn around, John. Y'all read it. Read that. Y'all two, go ahead. Read that. Cameron, read that for me. Can y'all hear? Oh, they're going to get a mic for you. All right. Probably had to take it up a little bit so the people behind him can see too.
Raphael rides his bicycle to school and his sister likes to walk. He makes it to school 2 times faster than his sister. If Raphael can make it to school in 10 minutes, how long does it take to his sister to walk to school?
That's good. Now y'all turn around. Turn around this way. Come on this way a little bit. Y'all read the question? You read the question? You know the answer? Did you know this already? I don't want you to talk now. Have you read this before? Did you hear what he just read? Look at it for me. I'll just show y'all something. Look at it. Raphael rides his bike to school and his sister likes to walk, okay? He makes it to school 2 times faster than his sister. If Raphael can make it to school in 10 minutes, how long does it take his sister to walk to school? How long does it take, Joy? Tell me, how long does it take? That's all right. That's okay. How many of the rest of y'all read this? You read this before? No. You haven't? Come on. How long does it take? Come tell me. Okay. You read this? Come on. Tell me how long it takes. Come on. All right. Sit right on. Did y'all read it? One of y'all read that? Did you read it? You read it? You already read this before? You have? I want your answer. Anybody else? You read that, Brandon? Look at it. Raphael rides his bike to school, and his sister likes to walk. He makes it to school 2 times faster than his sister. If Raphael can make it to school in 10 minutes, how long does it take his sister to walk to school? You got an answer for me? You thinking? How about my kids? Y'all got an answer for me? Which one y'all got an answer for me? Who got an answer? What? That's good. Come on. What happened? Now they finally getting it. The girls back there are quick on y'all. And Naomi real quick, she told them, she says either 20 or 30, they get closer. But let me, Oh yeah, I know they're getting it wrong. They all keep saying 5. I know. This is why I want y'all to roll this up, pull up a little bit. It didn't take me long. What I want them to try to realize and strategize, the story is filler. Just all this is filler. This is a math question. 2 times 8. 16. You do know how to count, right? 2 times 7.
14.
Which means when you're saying 2 times, this is 7. So if I 2 times, what am I doing? I'm doubling. You say multiplication. That's all I'm doing is doubling. All I'm saying, I have 2 7s, okay? So whenever I'm doing 2, I'm having 2 of whatever the single number is, okay? Doubling. Don't think multiplication, because then your mind starts. Don't make nothing more complicated than what it is. Everything these people give you has a science to it. All of this is filler. I know a bunch of y'all saying, a bunch of y'all know what y'all doing. And you laugh at me, though. I already know a lot of y'all don't know what you're doing. Raphael rides his bike to school. I really don't care. And his sister walk. They're getting y'all because most kids get stuck on the bike. Y'all got a bike? Did y'all think about having a bike when y'all read it? Of course you did. I already know how that works. And his sister likes to walk. So your mind's still on your bike. She walks. She makes it to school
2 times.
2 times. Let's stay him. And he does it
In 10 minutes.
So we're going to do 2 times what?
10.
Which is going to give us what?
20.
This is what I do for a living. You can have your seat. The state multiplication. Stop. Because I know most of these people don't know what they're doing. Most of them don't know what they're doing. They get stuck in here. Y'all mind travel too much. You whiz off too much. All this stuff they're doing is just giving you a filler. It's a math question. They want to give you a story with it. So now your mind trying to compile 2 things. The story, and then you got to try to remember the math question. And you don't even realize they asked you a math question. You're doing math. Stay with what you're doing. Multiplication sounds good, but it's complicated. Just keep it up. If you're timing something more than 1 time, if it's 1 time, that's all it is. 1 times 7 is what?
7.
This is 7. 7. 1 time, this is what many?
7.
All right, this is 10. 1 time 10. Basically, what did I just ask you? That's all it is. One of these is how much? That's all I asked you. They can call it multiplication, whatever they want to. You want to break it down, make it as easy as possible. Because you got to be able to think. They're giving you fillers to throw you off. So if I did this 3 times, 30. What I just asked you? Yeah, if I had 3 of these, how much is it? That's all I asked you. You gonna start multiplication? They don't make them say multiplication. Tell them to dig out their mama. Don't tell your teacher that yet. Just hold on. I want to break it down to the most simplistic reason, the most simplistic way to get through it and not get you all bottled up into people's stories, okay? You read the story, you see what they're saying, but you want to make sure you can figure out what they're really trying to get you to. And what messes up, he'll tell most of the kids get stuck on the story, reading the story over and over again, and this is the only thing they need to find out. He gets here in 10 minutes, and he does it 2 times faster than her. How long does it take her? That's all it is. So we're going to do 10, how many times? And that's going to give us what? Don't take that long. These folks still thinking why they thinking 5. And some of them stuck on what color the bike is. And some of them here asking, did he have a chain on the bike? The system is set to confuse you. That's why when I read this book, that's why I tell y'all, I'm not going to teach you something I don't understand. It don't make sense. We're not going to get anywhere. You got to get through some of the fillers. When they gave us this book, don't y'all know these people put fillers? First of all, I know they put fillers because we don't have sentences. All our word is direct. The book told y'all that the man was going to speak to them how? Mrs. Concise, right to the point. Kennedy, would you like to go? Kennedy, you won't. Kennedy, set, get to the point. They give you fillers to make it sound like a full sentence because of how they build and construct stuff. That's not the way we talk. That's not the way. It's right to the point. He's not going to speak with all these fillers. He's going to get right to the point. And that's what we got to teach them to do. Sometimes folks talk, I said, what is it you want? Because I hear the fillers coming. Get the fillers out and just tell me what you want. I got school too. What you think about what I just told them, Ryan? Right? Was it wrong? I probably need to come in and get me a class, ain't it? He said, no, don't get a class. Might kick them kids right out that desk. Get up. Y'all sleeping there, kick their desk, so get your behind up. They'll learn something. First thing, teach them common sense. What mess y'all up? Y'all got computer sense, phone sense, video game sense. When it comes down to sense of how these people operate, you just don't have it. They don't give it to you like that. What are we doing now? That's the next question. I don't know. Y'all can take that and throw it in the garbage. Let me get to my work. What in the world is that? That was fraction. This is what you're going with? All plus 73. Oh, it's like 1000. Okay. I don't understand it, but that's what you said it is. They can have it. Let me ask y'all a question. How many times y'all went to the store and you saw this? Pull it out your pocket. Let me tell y'all something, Groupon. Well, a lot of stuff that they teach you is good to know depending on what you're going to do in life. For the average person, what I'm more concerned about, even we came out, they had a thing called basic skills. A lot of things you use that you see, a lot of people will never use in their lifetime. It'll be so insignificant, it won't even be worth the time using. Most of them can't get through basic stuff. See, before I put you off into fractions and start doing a lot of stuff, I get you the stuff that you're gonna actually, what's practical that you're gonna have to deal with. That's why a lot of people that don't have high reading skill, high math skill still survive, because they don't understand enough to survive to get by. Y'all got it? If you're going to try to move into stuff like building, construction, you're going to deal with computers or other different things, then your math skills need to be really high. Even if you're going to be a doctor or anything, or nursing, so your math skills are going to need to be high as well. Some stuff that people have put a lot of time and effort into is really not going to be something they're going to use every day. I'm just being honest with you. A lot of stuff you give them, it's just a waste of time. Now, I ain't going to say a waste of time. A lot of stuff it will come up again. It's just how many times you're going to use it. Y'all got it? So based upon my usage or how a person usage of a thing, I say that's how much effort you want to put in it. Now, I'm going to use this book every day because I'm going to live. So I'm going to need to know this in its entirety. Okay? How many of y'all running in fractions out here every day? How many of y'all the last time you had to deal in fractions? Because he's an electrician. You deal in fractions too? You said, yeah. Which one is it? Oh, you're doing, he talking about doing bolts, converting bolts, or doing sockets or something like that. Standard to metric, stuff like that, doing those. But how many of y'all need to convert bolts in here? If you do, you go to Home Depot or Lowe's and tell them folks, you need to get the metric to this. I'm just being honest. I'm not against it. It's just certain standards doesn't work for. But see, they taught you one standard, and now they start introducing, like now we used to do feet, now you're doing linear feet. See, stuff they start grabbing for seats because they look at once niggas catch on to something, they always change the game. So they start building things different to get you out. Most of them knew half fence and 9/16s and stuff like that. So they start moving you into metrics to throw you off because now they look at that wasn't your strong point. So you want to start looking at based upon what you're going to be doing, you need to know. Like some of y'all here, you're going to be busting up rocks. You don't need to know nothing else. How to swing a hammer when you don't hurt your back. I'm just being honest. You just got to look at some of this stuff. Can we get to my work now? They want to play math game now, don't they? We'll start here at Romans 15 and 4 and get finish y'all questions up, get y'all through. But I just wanted y'all to be able to understand some things. Y'all got, especially the basics of things. That's why we go here and we look at Romans 15:4, because this is your basis. Before you get into dealing with fraction, converting, and other things, you need to first know your basics. Y'all got it? Knowing when things add up, okay? And knowing when you got things you need to take away. Y'all got it? Y'all understand subtraction, don't you? Yes, sir. So if I got 5 minus 3, what I have? 2. How did I get 2? That's right, I took away 3 from 5. So which means I have more or less? Okay. So that's the same thing you have to learn that come down there, because there's some things that Yahuwah gonna want you to subtract too. Then y'all gotta learn how to share with each other, so you gotta know how to divide. When Yahushua sat down with 12, he gave them bread and he told them to divide it among themselves. Which means one of them took a whole piece, took over half and gave the other one. If we divide it, it needs to be equally shared among all 12 people. So you had to break it into 12 parts, right? Okay, so I need y'all to learn how to divide. I need to know how to subtract. I need to let y'all know and pay attention when things start to add up for you. Like y'all catching on what I'm telling you? Then it's adding up, right? Because now you got more information. What's the same way you'll do addition? Y'all got it? I know what I'm doing. Just give it a little time. You'll get it. They're going to run with their fraction. They can't do nothing with it. A fraction of them ain't even paying attention to what I'm telling them anyway. A large fraction of them. That's that being honest, because they don't feel like there's nothing they need to know until you get out here and you realize these folks done made a fool out of you. When you got here, you get in one of these people traps in life, you'll realize, you appreciate what I spent time telling you. Ain't nobody gonna waste no time with y'all. Listen, man, that's a get in, get out job. After these preachers don't put no time in, man, you just get in, get out. Let the folk make them shout, let them holler, let them get mustard sweat. Woo, good word. Where you live at out here? Go do that on the street and start jumping around like that and see when somebody come pick you and put you in one of them funny jackets. Well, I teach you gotta know how to conduct yourself out here. These people waiting to cage you up. I gotta get on these people about your appearance. They already got a thought about you before you even say something. The way you do things give people a thought about you. You got it? Whether gay or straight, ugly or pretty, whether stupid, smart or intelligent. People gonna formulate that before you open your mouth. And when you open your mouth, it's gonna solidify it, or either gonna change their opinion. I'm trying to set you up where it's not even, you don't even get the negative opinion off the first. And when you open your mouth, it'll come in and conclude that you're smarter than what people thought. Okay? Yahushua proved it to them. They had an opinion about him, didn't they? But when they opened his mouth, they realized he didn't speak as one of the scribes. He spoke as one of authority. See that? They had to come back and realize the man's smarter than what we thought. And I want you guys to have that same advantage. If you know people thinking something about you and it's negative, it's going to hurt and impact you, then it's up to you to do something different. Okay? You ain't going to change everybody's opinion about you, but there are some things you don't have to allow to happen concerning you. Okay? Take that power back from them. All right, this is Roman. We start here because this is y'all base. This is your 1 + 1. All right? Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
For whatever was written before was.
Nikatab for our life.
It was Nikatab for was Katab written to teach us to. So we need to know that. All right? So you have a teacher at your school. What are they there for? And teacher and to show you. So you need to know why you have a teacher. Most people say, stupid person, I bet, because you need somebody to teach you and show you because you don't know. You assume to know. Okay? Let's see what happens. So that
we through endurance.
Where we going to go? What's the easiest word to get to? Don't quit. That's the reason the rule was written. Because if he wrote something to keep me from quitting, what's the average person's behavior? Thank you, sir. See how you start putting things together? If you say you wrote aside don't quit, what does the average person do when they get it? They quit. You know why they quit? Because they don't know why this was written. Why all these words in that book? Why we got to read this book? You are the person that will be quitting. It was written so I will know. It's showing me so I don't quit, because the average person quit and they don't receive a reward. So for me, understanding why it was written, knowing how to use it, and not quitting, I get a reward. So now I have a purpose of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Most people just do things. It's not a purpose. What's the conclusion? What's the conclusion? See what I'm saying? That's my conclusion. So I can get a prize, so I can get a reward of the writings We might have
Tikva.
got a chord. That's our connection. Y'all got it? All right, that's why we start here. So we start answering these questions, going through, we want to make sure we got a purpose. Y'all got it? All right, where we at? Now, my young people, y'all had 3 questions. It's terrible. 4. My sweet little jailbird. Didi, I'm sorry, you back there with my sweet little jailbirds. That's my sweet little jailbirds back there. Did y'all get y'all answers right? Y'all didn't write them down? Did y'all turn y'all answers in? Hold on, stop. Hold on for that. Did y'all turn y'all answers in? Y'all get that talk. They ain't got the answer. And that, what you look at Malachi for? Who y'all wrote them down? Y'all had it. Hold on. Did y'all write them down? You said we had them wrote down, which means y'all got them. Let me see it. Where's it at? Hold on. What you said? Danny, what's going on? Who wrote this? You didn't like the second one. Y'all ain't gonna believe that. What did Ukana eat? You know what they put on him? Food. Yeah. How did I get in? Get at the day. I cannot believe these jokers. They're gonna put food? So we thought he was eating air, huh? I gotta watch y'all joking. Where y'all answers at? Sweet little jailbird. This is terrible. My sweet little, who holding y'all back? Where they holding back? They using up y'all brain, ain't it? I had to come up with all this thinking. Had they answered any question? Y'all didn't get the permission to answer them. They didn't answer. So what the answers at? No, hold on. It's too. They want the answer, but y'all done held them up. Hey, y'all put an answer down. Mike, where your answers at? What you look at like she got them. You got my answer. What about, so y'all didn't answer none of the question? Nelma brought up a good question. Good observation. She said, really kind of unfair because he's sitting right behind us. Still an answer. Mike, you know you look guilty. If you heard them holler out an answer and it sound right, you wouldn't try to steal it. Let me get this straight. You'll eat ham and cheese loaf, but you wouldn't steal an answer. He said yes and no. I will eat the ham and cheese loaf, but I won't steal. Good, they answer. We got their answers up here. Oh my goodness, we're gonna mix them in. Let's see. They first one, y'all first answer, y'all didn't get it. Let's see. They first answer, it was, what was the name, whatever they actually had it about. The answer they were supposed to be given about the name of Shamshun's, Ashar, his wife. His Ashar. Y'all didn't get that answer. Y'all didn't turn the answer in. What was the answer? Hold on for me. Y'all turn it in. They don't have it. Did y'all forget to answer it? Do y'all want to write it down right quick? Y'all got it? Let's see. Hold on. Y'all got your answer? Y'all got it? Y'all want to tell us the answer? Oh, my goodness. Do y'all have the answer? Y'all got the answer? All right, y'all got it. Y'all going to write it down or y'all going to give it to us? Y'all just going to tell it to us? Y'all already turned it in? All right, write it down and give it to them right quick. So let's get the next question. They ain't got that one. They got to turn that one in. Oh, y'all, what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna challenge him on it? Oh, yeah. All right. Y'all. I want the name of the food he ate. What you got? Well, don't challenge. I don't know what he's saying. What did he say? Oh, he said, all right, don't challenge. Who looked it up? Let's see. Y'all didn't get y'all answer over. What's the other one while we waiting on that answer? Oh my goodness. It looked that bad. Did Mike answer the question? Are you serious? You don't know Shamshun's wife's name? Well, the only thing about it, he didn't answer, so he can't. He didn't answer. I'd have challenged him too. I need some points. I'm going to get me a little boy there and preach. I'm going to challenge some of these questions because goodness, man, these good points. So what we got? They ready? Y'all turn it in? They turn it in. All right, this is the first question y'all had. What was Shamshun's wife's name? He did have two, but there's one that's famous, that's popular. So we want to know. I don't think it gave us that first wife's name. It didn't. So it only gave us the name of one. So I want to make sure I'm clear. He did have more than one. He was married the first time. His wife was burned up, and they killed her and her father. So then his second wife is what we were looking at, his Isha, his wife. So let's see what answer we got on here, Dave. Basil, you wasn't looking at the, hold on for a minute. Basil, you weren't looking at the answer, was it? That's tight. Good answer. What we got?
Team 8 said Delilah.
Huh? Why wasn't there why?
Huh?
Delilah? How did y'all come up with it? Because y'all didn't see a wedding? Hold on for a minute. You thought they were shacking? 15-4. The man was shopping. Let me see that. What is it? 14, 15, 16 chapter. 16-1. Does it get a start her 15 or 15 chapter? 16 start that story with her. Let me look at that now. That's what I'm saying. I sure took it a while. Yeah. Amazing. I sure took it his wife. Let me see. Does it record it as his wife? Are you looking it up? It said they recorded his wife. I guess I just took it that it was. Well, what the girlfriend wife's name was? I sure took it in my mind his wife. I didn't think about that first one. Who? Somebody he was just hanging with. He actually had 3? You don't want to go into it right now. Well, we have to deal with that one now. So we'll go with his girlfriend name. His girlfriend wife. Let's see if y'all got it right. Mike didn't even answer, so he don't know either way it goes. Y'all don't get in the debate. They don't know. They're right. So what we got? Who we got?
Team 8 said Delilah, and Team 7 said Delilah.
All right, we give him a point. His girlfriend. Hold on, how many points I gave him for that? 5. 5. I'm watching this joke. How every question 50 points, Joker? Oh no, we don't do that. So who we got now? So we got that on record. That wasn't his wife. That was his lady friend. They better got it right. Aditi was sitting back there beside me. Let's see who we got. What's our next one?
They didn't answer. The next one is what's the Aubrey word for honey?
Aubrey word for honey. And y'all didn't answer. Let me see. Can y'all think of it? No. What about 9.5? You didn't answer.
No, he didn't answer.
All right, tell them what the answer is.
Team 7 has Debosh.
Debosh is correct. That's the Aubrey word. See that? Yes. Debosh. And they even said, look at, they didn't believe who had the answer. And you ain't was scared to say it. You ain't want to be wrong. My sweet little ones, they messing y'all up back there holding them answers. Let's see that. Y'all holding them up. So how many points they got for that one? 2 points. Oh, y'all got 2 points. That's 7 points. That wasn't no 50, but everyone ain't 50. I'm sorry, it was 5 points. That was 5. That's 10 points for them. Now let me get one of my grown ones out the way. See, I got 2 more I got to come back through.
Okay.
We'll come back.
Yeah, debauch. Y'all see that? From its stickiness. Or they'll try to use syrup. See that? If King James running it from the honeycomb. And a lot of people have a fight about it not being honey. They'll say maple because people don't believe we can eat bee honey. But a bee actually has, how a bee is designed, we can't eat the bee. A bee actually has like 2 tracheals where they got one they take in just for the honey, and what they do when they take it down and it comes back up is what we eat. So bees do produce the honey. We don't eat the bee, but they got more than 2 traits. What they take down regularly goes one way, and what they take down from the honey goes another. They're very essential to it, but there are a lot of Hebrew groups. They'll call themselves, Abri is our proper word, that don't believe in eating honey because the bees are unclean. We're not eating the bees. We're eating what the bee produces. Okay? The bee knows how to extract the nectar from the plant. It has a separate, can we see the information to see about the bee having? I want to just tell them something. He give us something, it's always a reason. Just like they'll tell you Shamshun ate maple, which is retarded. Bees don't fly around maple. When we read it, it'll tell you there was a swarm of bees around them. It's not, I don't know why these people take this stuff. Then you have people saying we can't wear alligator shoes and stuff because we can't eat, we're not eating alligator. Quit being stupid. Your Ukanon wore a coat made of camel's hair. Can we eat camel? Huh? Oh, they already got the answer. Oh, y'all didn't answer. Let me see if they answer that one. Yehuda. Oh, okay, listen. And it came to pass, listen to this, Shaphatim 15:1. And it came to pass after some Yamim, at the Yamim of wheat harvest, they put corn, that Shimshun visited his Isha with a kid, which was a goat, and said, I shall go into my Isha in her room, but her Abba would not let him go in. No, it's going to be 14th chapter. Y'all got me in the wrong book. 14 and probably about 7. Was it before this or after? 14. So go down to what, 14? 7? All right. So he went down and talked to a Isha, and she was pleasing in his own to Shamshun. And after some Yamim, he returned and took her. He returned to take her. He turned aside to look at a carcass of a Ari, and behold, a swarm of and were in the body of the Ari. Bees make honey. You see that? Let's see what he did. And he took it out into his hands and went on doing what? And what? So he just walking around with honey in his hand like this, or he just took the honeycomb. Now I could take it and eat it. Well, you got a hand like this, just walking in, he'd have had a comb. Because the bee would have produced, they can't produce honey just out in the air. They got to formulate the comb. That's why they'll store the honey in. See, a lot of stuff these folks don't even think about. He'd have had to took the honeycomb. And why you gonna tell me that man Debar is sweeter than a honey on a honeycomb? How would I know that they never ate honey from a honeycomb? You're comparing against something. That makes absolutely no sense to say that his word is sweeter than a honey on a honeycomb when I never ate it. Which means they ate honey, that's why I was comparison. And there wouldn't have been no one person. People would have been accustomed to how sweet honey was, and that his word was sweeter than honey. Okay. And he took it out into the hands and went on eating and walking. When he came to his Abba and his aim, he gave some to them, and they ate it. So this is what he did. He walked around with a bunch of honey. Huh, mama? Here you go, daddy. He had the comb. So they go with this. They ain't eat honey. They sell honeycomb. Well, who makes a comb? That's right. And they would have knew what it was. And he gave it to them and ate it. The reason why he didn't tell them where it came from. Because they wouldn't have eaten it. That could not have been no maple. I don't know why these people always want to try to get around something. Why don't these people just conform? Isn't that right? Then the book told you, oh, taste and see that Yahuwah is. And where were you going to get it from? You're going to get it from the Ari, Yahushua. That's right. You're going to get something sweet from an Ari. The book told you, behold, the Ari of the tribe of from the Matab Yehuda. So what we've been looking to get from him? When all the writers told us when they ate it, when Yehukanan told us in Kazum, and when Yekazakal told they ate it, it was what in their mouth? What we gonna compare sweet to? Honey, debash.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. So I don't be listening to these folks, these folks try to come. Everybody trying to find a reason to get out of something. I'm trying to get in.
Come on, yes sir.
I'm trying to make it in. I don't know, I'm trying to make the top 10. What these folks doing? These folks all over the place running around here. We ain't trying to get away from that. We want to make sure we understand. These folks won't believe that's what maple is. When you seen some bee around maple? Man, he took no maple out, no honey. He took honey out of it. He took honey out of the Ari. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Okay. Let's see. What else we got in there? What my grown people, what we got? What question we got for y'all? Uh-oh. I saw Dave looking. What happened, Dave?
I'm trying to remember the question. I think it was something about being honest.
Oh, hell be tight. Hey, well, you ain't answered it, did it?
Y'all remember that one?
He said something about being honest. Uh-huh. Make it in.
So it's about somebody. Oh, let me show. What cookie at? Here.
What? Tell me what it was. So what? Uh-oh.
Team 2.
Oh, you talked about not just you talked about how you can do things that may not have been sin, but it might be wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember the question.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We talked about how we did things
Yeah, that's it.
about doing things not only because it's Torah. Torah keeps us from being condemned in the of Yahuwah. But he also was concerned about us making sure that we didn't come up with some condemnation in the of other people. Because these are the people you're trying to gain too. So I asked y'all about that. Now, who will answer that question?
Let's see.
She got
3.
the point. What was it?
20 and 10 challenge.
Oh, 20 10 challenge. 10 for chapter and verse.
What?
Yeah, I do that. That's how it work out. I don't know. Hold on for me. Is it on there written? Hold on. Yeah, 10 point on challenge. Who? And also, if you're challenging wrong, you also contributing points to somebody else. So just say if y'all challenge team 3 and team 3 right, then them 10 points you'd have got for the challenge gonna go to them. All right, y'all ready for this one? 10. Oh, hold on. Did 5 answer it? Who all answer
Yes.
this? All right, y'all need to listen. Y'all gonna challenge.
3.
Sweet little jailbird. Y'all challenging? Let's see who going. Who we got?
3, 2, 5, 4, 1, and 6.
Look at, let me tell you what, though. Let me tell you how bad this is. Every number you call Dave, didn't fade these kids. When they heard 6, yeah. Uh-huh. I can't hear you. What? Give you what? No. If you challenging, I'll take 2 points away from if you're wrong. You gotta pay for something. Ain't that right? That's the only way you're gonna learn. So when you challenge, you look at, hey, that's for my kids, I'll take 2 points. I'll take 1 point from the kids, from my young people. They're gonna challenge. I take one on the grown people. You lose, you wrong, you're gonna lose 5 points. You're getting 10, you're right. You're getting 20 if you get the question right. If you challenge somebody, you getting 10. You gotta lose some. Right? That's unfair. Y'all gonna win. Let's see. Where we going? Y'all heard who doing the questioning? Who going? Y'all only lose one if y'all wrong. Who y'all challenging? 6. 6 is the kingdom. That's the kingdom out there. Them guys in the hall, they the kingdom. Headed by one of the biggest notorious troublemakers out there, Hayward. Hold on, why Kerry right there arguing? Kerry right there, why is Kerry right there arguing with them, man? Y'all all wrong. I'm going, you're wrong. Is he out there trying to seek another home? How y'all got rid of Kerry? Are you trying to get in the kingdom, Kerry? He's out there, what you out there trying to see what they argue about? Can you help him out, Kerry? Kerry said he can't even help y'all. Kerry said I can't help him. That bad. Kerry, you can help anybody. They too far gone. He said, hey, with a bully. We know who the troublemaker was. So let's go. Y'all got all y'all challenging. Who's challenging? Y'all challenging team 4. Hold on for a minute. Y'all made sure before we go. Did y'all try the team 4? It's on the paper already. It's on their paper. Dave, you sit on the paper. Look how Dave looking. Where you saw that? You wrote it down. Y'all challenging team 4? Okay. It could have been a miss. It could have been a miswrite. I ain't never heard them challenge nobody. Are y'all gonna challenge anybody? That's tight. Who? Team 6. Y'all already know Team 7 is challenging Team 6. All right. All right. Let's see. All right, here we go. So everybody challenging Team 6. Y'all challenging anybody? All right. Let's go. Y'all challenging? Y'all gonna go ahead and leave it. All right, they're gonna leave the challenge down. All right, let's go.
Team 3, proving for things honest, not. Oh, shoot. Who wrote that then? I know how to read now. Providing for things honest, not only in the sight of Elohim, but also in the sight of Ish. Team 2, 1 Corinthians 10:23. Team 5, all things are lawful, but not expedient. Team 4, your code 3 and 2.
Hold on, your code 3
and 2. Third chapter.
Your code, you can. Don't be pointing over here. What's it about? He said, preacher said, you're not finna do it. I knew it. I said, that man pointed at me. I did not answer that question for y'all, Kerry. That man know called preacher. No. Let's look at.
We got a few more, preacher.
We got. Let's hit the other one.
Team 1, providing for honest things, not only in the sight of Yahuwah, but in the sight of man. Team 6, 1 Corinthians 10:23.
Kerry, tell him, Kerry. Kerry, hold on for a minute. Kerry said that's not the answer. What was the question? Yeah. That's right. That's right. So y'all trying to talk about honesty. Well, let me say this. The answer that I want, you used if any man, so when you read the 3rd chapter, your code. So read it. Yeah. I don't. Listen to her. Well, why y'all listen to her? Let me see it 17 to 23. What y'all put on that though, I take. Let me tell you where I was going. I was using the situation. Let me show you. See if it's 17:23. Matthew. Listen.
and they shall kill him, and the Shalishiyum he shall be cum again. And they were exceeding sorry.
That's the end?
No, sir.
Go ahead.
And when they were come to Capernaum,
Look what happened.
they that received tribute money came to Cuff and said, does not your done pay tribute?
Moray. So put that down, y'all. Moray. M-O-R. They gonna do it. I would do it A-Y. M-O-R. They put E-Y. You know, Moray, which is a teacher. That's what a teacher is, a Moray. They put Moray King, because they're doing, I guess, for his. But Moray is typically what we use. I would do M-U-R-A-Y. Moray. Mo. They're saying that the O, like yellow. The which they said column. That's why they got the O. They're saying that the U is like column. That it makes a O sound like yellow. Moray, they're using the O. They're saying the U makes the O sound. They're not arguing. One thing I had to learn, they're not arguing it's not the U. They're just saying that the enunciation when you're saying this word is more a O type sound and not the U. Okay? Me typically, I just do M-U-R-A-Y. They said my A actually makes an E type sound. Okay? See, here, this is what I have, Moray. See that? The mem, this your I told you column. I didn't look up, see that's what they tell you, this is column. Then we got him, they're saying this is, don't tell this, Siri, which they're saying it makes the E sound, and it makes the E sound as in the word 8, and you're enunciating as E-I. That's what they're telling me that this is doing. So which is cool. The Nakud at least tells me what they're doing. So Nakud plays out. They're doing vowels. So you guys will know what they're doing. Like him, they'll tell you this is seagull. That seagull is making an E-type sound too. You see this? And it's telling you that the E-type sound here you're making is only the E in 8. So they're letting you know that it's short. So the letters typically would do this. You're either going to be long, short, or reduced. That's when you're going to see katif. So katif letting you know, reduce it. So you're not going to make, just like they'll tell you reduce speed. They're not telling you not to do 40. They're not telling you, you're doing 45. Are they saying do 10? No. They're just saying come down from where you're at, reduce it. So it's good for us to understand we see katif when we understand that we're dealing with long sound, short sound, so you'll know how to enunciate it. Because it's always changing depending upon the word. Some words we have are spelled alike, but they're different. So in order to keep us so we don't keep identifying the same words the same, just like alum, it can be used on more than one terminology. So no doubt you have to use the Nakud so you'll know what you're actually trying to render in enunciation or what are you actually trying to say. Every time you say an alum, it's not forever. So which means the Nakud comes in to tell us there's a difference in a sound on it so you don't confuse the two. That makes sense? Yes, sir. So where there are groups that say, I ain't using no Nakud. I wouldn't use it either. The problem becomes why you're going to need to use it, because if you're going to say they're wrong or right, you need to at least understand what they're saying. Like a guy on the phone, I said, I kind of understand where you're trying to come from, I just don't agree with it. So before you condemn a person, you need to know where you're coming from. Y'all got it? So someone said, don't use it. There's no way to look at the writings and pick out words and just know what you're doing. There's no way to do it. Because that's not our common language. Had it been our common language and we constantly heard the Sefer, which is the scrolls, read every Shabbat, then it becomes memorization. Especially if you're looking at it, so I remember. Just like certain things we go, y'all remember not to put that word back. But there's no way for you to look at the script and say, show me Yeshayahu script, please. I just want us to understand things. You know what I'm saying? Don't be dumb. And then sometimes what I heard, I watch my dad on a lot of things, do stuff. Sometimes when we don't know something, people try to show it to us, we'll fight it, and it'll be a thing that it'll hurt you in the long run more than it's going to help you. So I don't want us to always fight everything we don't know. Embrace it to a point, not that you got to take it, but you need to at least understand enough to know why you disagree. Why you disagree with Nakud? I just don't like it. Why you agree? Because white crackers. That's not an answer. You're giving one, but it's not based upon no facts. So I need to understand what you're saying and understand what's the purpose of the Nakud. First time I heard Nakud, God told me it's wrong, don't even take it. So what was my attitude whenever I seen Nakud? And don't take it. No reason, no rationale to realize we write it. You're reduced down to only so much a right. Let's see, 26 characters, 22 characters is what we use. 22, 23, because we don't use the gun as much. So you got 23 characters that you use to formulate your words. Our vocabulary, like these people, they keep creating words. So their 26 lettering continues to grow. Got it? So with us, ours reduced because our speech is plain, it's to the point. We don't have fillers. Y'all got it? Yes, sir. Hey, if you're not too busy, you come in, store we go. You. End of it. He heard what I told him. All that, I'm just trying to see you. Hey, what you doing? Oh, but what the problem I'm trying to get? Just tell the man I want to go to the store. See all that? So you got to keep creating words and fabricate, and they fabricate a lot of stuff. Now what he's doing, he had to put the cursor on the test. Can we get a little clearer if possible for them? I think the bigger it go, they don't really kind of see it. Do we have to reduce the size of it a little bit to kind of? I'm saying because y'all see that? Now he's trying to blow it. Y'all see that? You tell me you know what that is. Where your periods at? And your commas? Where your hyphens so you know how to sound out stuff? This is what they'll call a run-on sentence. Because you basically run on sentence, it don't stop. You just keep going. So we basically have periods and punctuation so it identifies certain things. We got to know whether things are a statement, whether he asking you a question. And how you've been told, or how you've been raised, it'll be a comma if it's a question. It'll be a period if it's at the end of the statement. So all these things that you've been taught from English, you can't use that here because they don't have it. Now, when somebody took that book and put it together, they start putting punctuations and other things with it. And sometimes that's why we've been misguided when we read things that come back here because it wouldn't make sense. Y'all got it. Some disciplines they use don't add up when it comes down to what we're dealing with. So the only way to know this, there were a group of people called the Luim, that they'll call Louis, okay? They called the Levites. Those people were reared and grown to know how to enunciate and know how to read this. Constantly taught. This is all they do, is go over this script. Now they come down to copying this script out. You can't copy it out unless you have a copy. So they go back over this and they will write it out. That's why Azra copied it. Guess why? Azra was of the Kohanim. He was of the Louis, who would have been the scribe. So although things are burned, I've been doing this every Shabbat. This is all we do. Louis was not working fields. All Louis did was to dedicate himself to this and to the servitude. So when Louis had to go, if something missing, I've gone over this enough to know, and I know our pattern of behavior. So I know how to script and fill in for parts that's missing. Now, when these people come in and take something, this is not customary in their reading or their writings. So when they come back to translate, they put fillers in. And they give you things that doesn't make sense for us. Our stuff is plain and direct and to the point. Y'all got it? So looking at that, how many of y'all think you can read this? And as you read, some of these words are going to be the same word, and they're going to mean something different. Which means this is something you're going to have to be reared in. Barnabas, you know what he was told? Guess when he got 18, he had known. From what did he know? You've known the writings ever since you was a child, and now you grown. Which means when I look at this, I know how it goes. You just popped into something. Make sense? And then he told it, and it's salvation. So it's need for it. And Barnabas, if I'm correct, would have been of Louis. Am I correct? Barnabas, they called it Barnabas. I think he was from Louis. I think he was from Louis. Which would make sense why he would have told him he would have been dead from a child, he would have known. But no, it wasn't, because his brother was Greek. His mother was Abari. Yes, his father was Greek, his mother was Abari. We still could put him from Louis. From his mother. You looking it up for me? I want to say Barnabas might have been from Louis. From the Louis, which would make sense from the statement that from a child. Let's just see her looking. Hearing certain things, it makes sense. Y'all got in with Yahushua. Being able to sit down asking questions and answering questions. Who you supposed to ask concerning the Torah? But we can see where he connects and he integrates over into Louis. Which let you know some of the practices that they would have gone through with him. The fact that he came into the synagogue on Shabbat and they delivered him the book. Was this customary just hand people the book, they walk in the door? Only a couple of people could read script. Just because you operate don't mean you can read. Everybody keep thinking, see, if I were operate, that's a lie. What you think you walked in? You need a script, here you go too, mother. Like they passing out program like Usher. Who you think copied all that stuff out? The only people had copies kept out would have been Louis and would have been the Malak. He had to have a copy. So he go back, you gotta remember, this man was set to delegate rule over the Shah, over Yahuwah people, his arm. So you're gonna need to keep your copy. Because you need to go back to record. What happened in the Yamin or the Malak that was before me? And Malak's before, I need to know. Because that was written, you ain't gonna believe it. For my learning. It don't tell us where we're from. Why was I'm in my mind coming? It said Louis. Where you saw it? No, I just about he don't know it. The fact that he knew it from a child. I have a person that written a child up and teach them now. You know, you were told, he told you to train up your child that in the way that they should go. So you gave them some Torah, but you're teaching them. It'd been different when the way Louis would have taught theirs, because their children, their Benin would have been taking over the office. All you would have do, which every one of us would have done, you just train yours up in the way they should go. So when they're old, they won't depart. For Louis, this is customary. Just like if the father was an architect, builder, they're going to train them. They're going to train them their skill level. Got it? That's because this is something you're going to operate in. For us, this is just annoying. But see, now we got to come over because he done made us Kohans, which means now we got to know it. Y'all got it. Now we pushed in the same. Come on. This is what y'all don't realize. Y'all come and go to sleep, play around. Okay? You can't get in. The only person could approach was Louis. He told you, let me see who's right. The one that's the only person could come. How you telling me you don't come in on my shop before him and you not Louis? That don't even make common sense. Which means you gotta know the Torah. Stupid folk think, oh, don't be saved. You're a retard. You have principles that can't be broken. Shamaim and the right passed away but my Debar. When did he change that who was gonna come before him? I already subscribed this upon the limit. The law, that's who coming before me. So the only way we're going to be able to present ourselves before, we're going to have to be a Elohim. Then what were their practices? I know what I'm doing. I know a lot of y'all might think I don't. I get through enough of this. Barnabas, native, Cyprus, and I know, it only makes sense. I had to look this stuff out. It already makes sense. You just told me something that's key critical. Yes, sir. Yeah, Barnabas. Appears mainly in Acts earlier. That's the same one, though. It's the same one. One where they call Timothy is Barnabas. But we didn't learn it later, yeah. You're thinking people didn't realize, they didn't tell us that. We didn't know. I read earlier Barnabas, who we knew, where we called Barnabas. We didn't realize that was who Timothy is. The same, coming from the same person.
In the Acts, it says
What does that add? How they spell it different?
No, it said his name was Joseph or Moses. It was surnamed by the Barnabas by the Shalakim.
By the Shalakim.
I think it's more than one Barnabas.
Do you think it is? So Barnabas Timothy. So look that one up. They call Josie in Josie in Acts of the Apostles, Acts of the Shalakim. I think they Jose is what they call it.
Joses.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's not the J. We know who put that down. Back in Antioch, Barnabas was also Christian. Who was his? That's it, nephew. No. It talked about Shaul's nephew, but it wasn't Timotheus. When they conspired to kill Shaul, they called Paul. His nephew actually was the one that heard it. And that's how they got back word to the Malak, and that's how they moved him from prison. The Yahudim conspired to kill Shaul while he was in prison. And his nephew actually overheard it, and he brought news to Shaul. Shaul sent him up and had word brought to the Malak, and they moved him from the prison at Layla so they wouldn't kill him. That's why he told y'all how all his different things in 2 Corinthians 11th chapter. He started telling how he'd been in peril even of his own men, or his own countrymen, which are people of his own region. He talked about it. He saw more abundant. He saw more abundant in stripes, in peril, in dangers, more than anybody else. He saw my own people, because his own people gonna kill him. They even took a vow one time they wasn't gonna eat or drink till they killed Shaul. Y'all didn't know that? They put themselves, yeah. It was the Sekvit Yehudim. They took it. Y'all know that? Yes, sir. I told y'all, yeah. They took a vow that they weren't gonna eat or drink until he moved. They put themselves under a curse. Sekvit. They were called the Sekvit Yehudim. That's what they give. That's what they call them in now. Should have been 2016, no, 16, 21, 19. Should be 20th chapter, 21st. Yeah, and they had the dispute and they broke up. Before I started, 2 Barnabas. Okay. Different. Of the Nabin, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's their name. That's what we call them, born of, yeah. Shaul. Yeah, they changed the name to Paul. They never gave us no record of why they changed. They just translated over from Shaul to Paul. It made sense for white people and for people you got fed for Italians. It makes sense to go with the name, but the name was Shaul. It never told you change the name. If you read, it just started in writing. It just started saying Paul. It never told you. And I showed you. It never told you that. It just see that how it show you how you get induced in reading. Because you read, you'll never see where there was an instant came up. He said, "Thou who it was, Abraham." Then later, his name it told Cuff. He told him that his name he was Shimon. That he was going to be called Cuff. It meant literally a stone, a rock. He said, I'm going to build, which made sense. He said, I'm going to build the principles of my standards on you. So anytime you're going to build on something, that's got to be the foundation. For them, the only thing they knew was hard and firm was an abad, which is a stone. So it made sense to call him a rock. Because things are going to be predicated on you. Think about it. Whatever you say is going to be said there. Whatever you do down here, I'm going to do it there. So you're going to be the total foundation. So your name gives stability to what you do. It made sense for Shaul to come back. He said, when Shaul went to sin, unless he had did what? Basically, I had built in vain. I had to go back and check the foundation. That's what we do. Periodically, it's important for us to go back over things to check the foundation. Because you can be doing something a lot of years, and you can find out be wrong. Even construction, buildings been built, started out right, as it get going on, this is where you start messing up at. And you got to tear that part out. So you go back, let me tell you, as men are doing building, periodically what we have to do in certain phases, I had to bring in inspectors. They got to make sure that I'm doing the way according to the plan. They got to come in and check. They're not gonna let me throw no walls and no insulation up there and wire it and then cover it up and start painting and say, come look at it. No, pull that back off, pull all that back out, take all that back out, I gotta check it. See that? Lest I build in vain. See, it's important to know that. So guess what? He went for 14 years, he been building. Now let's go back and check it. Make sure your structure support what you got. Your foundation gotta support what you're doing. So it's important for y'all to understand that, okay? We leave room for it, right? What is this? It's so blown up so big. What is this? Oh, we ain't finished this. Then I try to show them, so I brought up that other statement. Okay. I don't know how to, we went a long way, didn't we? Ooh. So then I got to show them that too. 19, hold on, 19. Before I finish this, see if that's Acts of the Shalakim. See if that, am I thinking 19, 14, what, the 23? Yeah. Let's see it. So come on, a lot of them told me they had never seen that. Let's see, do 1919. Was that a good year, Malcolm? Fine fella, fine fella. Okay. 1919, listen.
Many of them also, which used curious arts, brought their sulfur together and burned them before all the Anashim, and they counted the price of them and found it 50,000 pieces of silver.
5 marriages.
So mightily grew the debar of Elohim and prevailed.
Oh, hold on. Let them move about 20.
So mightily grew the debar of Elohim and prevailed. After these things were ended, Shaul purposed in the Ruach, when he had passed through Macedonia and Achaia, to go to Jerusalem, saying, after I have been there, I must also see Rome.
All right, let me say this. They call it Romy. Hands. Who know why? Hands. All right, I'm going to need answers. He made the statement. I need to know why. On paper. I want on paper. What you want? You got the answer? All right, I want it on paper. What you want to say? The question. Can I repeat the question? He said, after this, I must also see Rome. Yeah. That's easy. That good. 1 point. We ain't finished yet. Oh, I got to go over that one. Oh, no, I ain't done with them yet. I got to finish answering. Somebody asked me about a statement I made. They said they don't remember it, so I don't know it. So I'm going to just show it to them so they remember. All right, while y'all doing it, y'all see this? He said after that, he must also, they put it as Romy. Romy. That probably got Romeo. All right, 22.
So
I'll read it. Y'all answer y'all question. Y'all got y'all answer?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see.
So he sent into Macedonia 2 of them that Sharoth unto him. It says Timotheus
that's what we're going
and Arastus, but he himself stayed in Aristos, but he himself stayed in Asua for a season.
So they call Asia, it's Asua. That's where the sun, we call that because that's where the sun rises first. That's where we're from, Asua. Okay. They call Asia. Okay.
In the same time.
We ain't done.
Yes, sir.
About that time.
There cum no small stir about that Darak. For a certain Ish, whose Shem, Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana.
23. Yeah, no, that's not what I want to do. I mean, what's the name back there? Jahid, I thought I could count on you. I thought I said 19, he said 23. I said. So it'd be 23 and about what? Drop down about 14, 19? $14. 23, 14. 12. Good. Give me 10. Give me 10. I'll be done. I mean, y'all looking at it now. Let's say we'll get it.
Yes, sir.
Now come on down to 12. Yeah, let's say 23:12. All right, listen.
And when it was Yom, certain of the Yahudim banded together and bound themselves under a curse, saying that they would neither eat nor drink till they had killed Shaul.
See that? So now y'all read it. 23:12. They put themselves on a curse. And we're going to eat or drink until they moot, till he moot. They should have brought him down into the conspiracy when they came down, that they found out. That's why I had to move him from the prison. His nephew heard it. Okay, we'll come back up. I just wanted to see that. So some of them said they hadn't seen it. Now, this will tie them into another statement that was made based off of what they did. Yes, sir. Okay, I know it. All right, so hold on. Y'all got that next one? Oh, I'm gonna want y'all to put it down. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? All right, y'all need to give it y'all group. Listen, y'all saw what they did? They put themselves under an oath that they were not going to eat or drink until Shaul moot. You have book that came across before this action. Okay? Behind what they did. And you ain't gonna believe it. It's something you don't know. You know better than that, don't you? It's something they know. It's something they be talking. When they get it, they're gonna say, yep, that's right. Look at Austin thinking that. He said, I don't know that one. I can't think of that one. Oh, you know it. When you hear it, you'll know it. Watch the other people. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Look at their hand. How many of y'all just made this up out of nowhere? Smith, raise your hand. Seriously, I saw it. And the white, seriously, that's dirty. They know it. So that's two more y'all got. All right, so let's go back over to Mouth Yahoo so I can finish this up. Also, there'll be no book, hey. That man, I know it. I saw him write it down. That man, yeah, you copied it verbatim. It got to be right. That man got the commas and that man got all the stuff out. He always using the book. Hey, when they say, if folks in here saying you always using the book, hey. He thought we all use the book. All right, I'm saying at Matthew 17:24, and it came to pass when they came to Capernaum, those who collected a half a shekel came to Petros, I don't know why he coughed, and said, does your moray not pay the half shekel? Because these are people, I ain't know y'all answer, that's why I read.
Oh, no problem.
Y'all get y'all, all right, come on. 25.
He said, yes. And when he was come into the bed, Yahushua prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Shimon? Of whom do the Malachim of the Arats take custom or tribute? Of their own venim or of strangers?
That's what he said. Come on.
Kov saith unto him, of strangers. Yahushua saith unto him, then are the benim free.
They're exempt. Come on.
Notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go thou to the yam and cast an hook, and take up the fish that first cometh up. And when thou hast opened his paw, thou shalt find a piece of money. That take and give unto them for me and thee.
So what was he doing? Seriously, you gonna quote that? Providing for things honest, not only in the sight of Elohim, but in the sight of Anashim. So what I'm trying to show y'all was a lot of time what we have to be careful of. I've been guilty of it, and will do if you don't be careful. There are things we don't have to do because our Torah, but you don't want to overexert, and then it put you in a situation. He looked at this could be a problem. I had folk with him before, came with this old bogus stuff. You don't have to pay taxes. All these folk come with this stuff. That. The man just told them folk collect the poll taxes. These people collect the taxes. You got to pay these people. I don't know where people come up with this jump from their religion with their foolishness. How Yahushua say here told, he know if you're offended, you're going to jail. That's right. You're going to prison. You're like, go for my sake. If you're going to go and say, I didn't do it, you're going to make a mess. And this is how a lot of people become ineffective when it come down to the good news that they'll call the gospel, because you wasted time trying to find reason to get out of other stuff because you irresponsible and you want to use that to justify your action. So he let them know, why was he worried about offending? They were going to talk about him? No, they were going to jail. Right. This is Roman Greek law. You paying taxes. You don't pay, you going to jail. So he let them know, hey, unless you want to go to jail and get locked up for this foolishness, go ahead and pay it. Y'all know, man, most of the religion mess us up. What they going to do with that? He asked them. He said, let me ask you a question. He said, who they taking the money from? From the children, from their own children, or they charging people that's not related to them? He said, charge a stranger. He said, then the children exempt. Right. Why he want to pay it? I ain't their kid. Right. We not their boy. Right. Pay it. Look at the rich. How every time what we holler, big company, they don't ever pay taxes. They don't pay tax because they their children. They charging us. They always telling, you know, the poor people, rich people, look, they all together. Poor people pay. Because you're not a part of them. You alienated from them. So they charge most of the taxes off of you. I don't know. People always trying to find a reason to get out of something. I ain't got time. I don't want to give up my money either. They best get my money every quarter. I pay good money in taxes. Because they ain't their boy. Okay? What they do to people, to the poor, they have to pay the little taxes. They spoon feed them. They make them not work to get in there so they don't have to pay. They keep you broke. What they do? Man, I don't want to make but so much. They'll work and quit. They make enough just to stay on a system. I've seen plenty of folks do it. And you thinking you smart, you're an idiot. Because you're not advancing. They give you a big income tax check, but you can't make but so much. You make more than that. What they tell you? Now make sure you don't make more. You make more than that, then you're going to wind up having to pay. They're going to cut your check. Oh, I don't want to try to make too much, so I don't cut my check. You retard. If you made the money, you won't worry about the cut check. You'll be getting your money every week. That's right. That's a retarded system. I ain't finna say I stay broke for no big income tax check. Right. I need my money now. So they try to get y'all to understand that, man, that post stuff, that post harvesting stuff, everybody, most of the folk that get them big checks, they be broke for the end of the year over with. Few money, they got it, did the same stupid as said, TV. You know, TV. Nigga, you busting TV every year, you need to go to some mental health. Don't make sense. Wasting money on that junk, man. You need to be putting for your future. You need to be trying to make your money every week. But no once a year. I'm only living one time a year? No, sir. Man, I'm about getting that money. You go ahead and get yours, I'm going to get mine. I ain't with that broke stuff. I know I hurt your feeling. Go and talk to your tax person about it. I guarantee you, tell me stupid stuff, I'm going to fire you. Yeah. Well, if you don't make some of my money, you fired. I don't need nobody give me no bad information. That's right. Well, when I'm out here to work, I'm trying to maximize. I'm trying to get all I can. My object is to get out of it. I can't get out of it if I keep trying to stay under the poverty level so I can get this once a year piss po check. Right. I got to survive for then. All right, that's good. So y'all understand why I went here? I'll take what y'all put, but this I want to show y'all and demonstrate the importance. He wanted to show them we didn't want to offend. Even now, when Kerry went to the 3rd chapter book of Euchanan, Yaakov, he went there because the book talks about in many things we offend. If any man offend not in word, the same as what? He talking about in word. He looked at, I don't want to offend these people at any level because these people are always looking for condemnation on you. Y'all got it. He was concerned about that. They're going to live. What you think the charge is going to be on him once he been to jail? He a criminal. The man a criminal, he out here trying to save people. The man a fella, the man don't even pay. They got him on tax evasion, and he trying to tell other folks about getting something out of he don't even pay his. He out here teaching people about giving tribute to Elohim, and he won't pay tribute. They kept trying to get him on tax evasion. They showed him the coin. Who is this? Who should I get this to? He said, who owned it? They said Caesar. He said, well, give Caesar what Caesar. Give Elohim what's his. No, he didn't just say, he want to make sure you understand. If that belongs to Caesar, give it to him. Right. But give Yahuwah, Caesar going to be on denarius. That's his. Elohim, make sure you get it tied. Right. Make sure he get his homage. Make sure you get his servitude. Give it, just like you worry about him getting his. Make sure Elohim get what belongs to him. Right. People think you can't do both. That's a lie. You can. You got to balance things by importance. And if folks worry about going to jail, you need to be worried about going to Sheol. That's right. The same fear you worry about going to jail, you need to have for Sheol. Then you'll do what you're supposed to do. What's our next? So the answers y'all gave, well, I take it. I take that provide for things honest.
What about team 4? What about that?
What was the answer? No. Hold. Let me see. Team 6. What did team 6 put? Hold on.
1 Corinthians 10:23.
And many things will offend, if any each offend not in words, the same. Let me get that, your code, third child. Let me get that. They might round the corner get it. I don't know what made them jump out there, but let me look at it. Your code, third chapter, they call the book of James. At least they don't get it. Let me look at this. I got to look at this one. What do we have? Hold on. Let me show you something. At 1. Y'all look. 3 and 1. Jacob, they call James. Not many of you become teachers. Maureen, plural, the mem at the end. So y'all want to put that in there. My Akeem, for knowing that in this we shall receive more. That's the truth. That's why, and you know who told us about that? I need that answer on paper. I need that answer on paper. Based off of this. Now, ask me again, read it. Not many of you become teachers. This is what he's talking about, them people designed to be, everybody, like I tell folks, they decided, come on, do it. Come on, you can get it. My Akeem, for knowing that in this we shall receive more severe. All I need is on paper. All right, next verse. Based off of this statement, he told you knowing that in this, for being a teacher, you shall receive more severe judgment. So it's kind of the whole. Y'all got it? Everybody got that? All right. Smith is trying to figure that one out. Oh, they know it. It's in the book. Yes, sir. No. You hear that? He said, can we get some consideration on all things are lawful? No, they ain't going to fit. Hold on, I ain't finna answer my pastor. Now, you talk to your pastor, don't interrupt you to it. I mean, hold on, I know, I get you. No, I'm thinking I'm getting no consideration with that one. They're going to be far off on that one. Yes, sir. I got to respect the bishop. Hold on, you come out and talk to a bishop. This a bishop. We're not finna interrupt. Go ahead, bishop. Okay, you don't put that down. No, stop. He talking. Don't. You're not finna interrupt no bishop. Go ahead, bishop. Put that answer down for them. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead, put it down. Write it down. That's y'all answer. That's the answer. Write that answer down. What? Hold on, you finna interfere between a bishop or a high bishop? That's a hold on. That's what. No, he answered y'all question. Come on. Hold on a minute. If our law condemns us, Elohim is greater, and we're going to use that one for fit with which one? That's the answer. Oh, you want to use that for Matthew 17? All right, put it down now. They'll put that down write that down. Put it down for 17. So they got it. He get. I mean, he said he got another answer. He want. Team 6 answer to Matthew 17. You finna get y'all answer all messed up. Y'all finna lose some good points. He asked that question. I'm trying to figure out, is he answering this question? What is it? Is this an answer? Look at Jessica can't answer that question. You don't know what's going on. So how you trying to go back and re-answer a question? No, the only reason why with that, you wouldn't want to use that. When it did talk about if our law condemn us, I think they said Yehukanan, Aleph Yehukanan. It talk about if our laws condemn us, Elohim is greater. That's not providing for things to understand the side of other people. That's just what that does. That's telling us that if I'm like, okay, this your earpiece. He don't see I'm stealing it, and I got it. Man, I feel bad about that. If my conscience, which is what makes you decide whether something right or wrong, is telling me this is wrong, I'm convicted, then I should know it's going to be a greater condemnation from him. That's what he was trying to get us to realize, that your conviction, his is greater. But it needs to start with you, having that decision. Like Shaul talked about how in 2 Corinthians 4 and 3, commending ourselves under me, because that's how you decide whether I'm right or wrong. That's how you judge. Well, hypothetically, I say, oh, she like a whore, what am I going to use to base that off of? How she dressed, conversation, where she's at, what she's doing. That's how my conscience works, okay? So he said we're commending ourselves to every man's conscience. This is going to be the people that knows how to judge a matter in the right way. So what I'm telling you we did, I'm not walking in craftiness, not handling the word of Elohim deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, which I'm revealing it by the Amat, commending ourselves to every each in the sight of, see that? So both are, y'all got what I'm saying? So I'm making sure you can judge, Elohim judge. Y'all got it? But now, you'll say, well, okay, it's under my country. I say you fall. Well, if my tube news be hid, it's because you lost. If you couldn't see to come up with the right answer, it's because you lost. You see what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's what we do work. But you want to go ahead and still put that answer? It's up there. Justin said, hold on. What happened? He said, I want to like change that answer out. So the answer, what answer did they have for that? Well, what did 6 have?
Yeah, 6 and 2 actually had the same answer. They had 1 Corinthians. Oh, they had 1 Corinthians 10 and 23.
Which is not only in the sight of. Oh, that's wrong.
Oh,
all things are lawful
too. Yeah, they had chapter and verse. 6 and 2 had chapter and verse.
Y'all had that too.
Team 5 they said all things are lawful.
Hold on, man. Justin, hold on, Justin. It could be lawful. I'm doing like that. It could be lawful.
Right.
Wow.
Look how many people came up with that.
Hey, but 2 of y'all came up with it. No, that man said, look how many of us came up with it. Y'all got my passed off on him. How many of y'all came up with that?
3.
That's 2 to be wrong. They was out there though. Y'all was out. Who? Yeah, I know Team 5. Y'all got them points. So they got their point. Team 5, Team 3. So you gotta look at because that's gonna be a little different when he said all things are lawful, but all things are not as sweet. That's his personal. It's not productive. It don't benefit me. Like you're saying, it's a lot of stuff we can do. He said for him, he said it don't benefit him. So that's not necessarily in the sight of people. I'm telling you how that works, where it can be better used at. If you look at when the people sat down at the Malak's dinner table, and y'all remember that? And you remember he said there was no law? That said they had to drink. So they were optional. So Shaul would have been one that said it's lawful, it's not expedient for me. You see that teach you, like I tell you what I use kind of something. When I tell you about going to the store, when people have that free stuff, they be like, hey, what I say? I say, don't take it. I say, you don't have to take stuff just because people offer it. So is there a law against you taking it? No. It's just not expedient. I don't know where you wash your hands. That bathroom too far from where you cooking this at. Am I believe every time you touch something, you run back there? No. You go ahead and keep it. You go over there, wet go in the mouth, come out in the drought. Del Cargo came out in the drought too, and it came back out the mouth. Yeah. Yeah, Racon. How many points do you think I ought to give him for Racon? How many points would you say I should give him? If you had this, if it was up, you had it. So I'll give y'all a point. They know how to do it. What they do? What they do? Hold on, Chris said that white supremacy, what you're doing right now. Yes, man. Y'all ought to change. But what we'll do, now we'll give him a point. That'll line into it. I'll give him the points for that one. That man off the chain. So team 5, what other team had that? Team 6, and what other team had it? Team 2 had that answer. Oh, yeah, them points. Nah, we can't use them points. Y'all trying to see, I know. How many points was on that one for challenge? Y'all got 10 points. Y'all got 10 points. They ain't challenged. My sweet little jailbird. Y'all didn't challenge. 20. That's terrible. That man. Hold on. No, they wrong. What did I put on there if you wrong? I think it was on the challenge, didn't it? If you challenge. I put the points on challenge. I ain't take no points for it. If you challenge. Yeah, if you were wrong on challenging somebody. Who all challenged? No, I ain't say that. No. He was asking about, and I wasn't taking no points if you didn't get it. I was taking points on the challenges. So I never took points if y'all got a question wrong, only on the challenge. No, I ain't never took no point. I ain't never took no answer from the wrong. I put it on the paper. It was on the paper. That's on the challenge. Nobody challenged. Yeah. I don't take points when y'all answer a question wrong. Yes, you do. I do. Hold on for a minute. Y'all lost points when y'all get a question wrong? How many points y'all lost? I don't remember either. Y'all. Hold on, let me
this is why Smitty got wrote down.
All right, what you got?
But said, do I take away points if the answer wrong?
Yeah, you lose points if the answer wrong.
Oh,
right, but
okay.
Smitty already got it wrote down. If it's wrong, she got -5 if it's wrong, 20 points if you get it right, 10 points on the challenge. That's what she got.
That's it. So y'all lose 5 points.
-10. They had chapter and verse.
Oh.
Hold on for a minute. Do we get points? Do we take points for chapter 2?
Oh, yeah.
10. All right,
true.
10.
That's,
I'm old.
It would be -10. Chapter and verse. So,
okay.
Yeah. Another 5 from them.
Hold on.
And then another 5 from them.
What's your group? What was y'all answer?
There we go.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta finish. I never answered their question. We were looking at your code. They say y'all keep interrupting them on their question.
Okay, we apologize.
Let me say now. But if I build up the thing, that's way off. Your code right quick, 3 and 3. What it should have been, I think at 3 and 3. I'm trying to look at their question. Team 4 trying to see if they got a leg in this. Your code, they call James for the bottom. Is it 3 and 2? 2. This is what we look at. Listen, 3 and 2. For we all stumble in many things. If anyone does not stumble in speech, he is a Tommy Ish, able to put the bridle, the whole body. Nope, you ain't gonna be able to use that. We ain't gonna be able to use that. Not best out that writing. He said, for we all stumble in many things. So he's talking about being able to bridle the tongue. And what's important about that, and that's something really we need to discuss on to kind of get better on with the tongue. That's for me too, everybody. Because see, when you don't go with things, you'll get comfortable and you'll forget. Like he said, being able to bridle the tongue, that's a trick in itself. Everything your mind think can come out your mouth. I mean, that's just in anything, especially in life. And it's good for our young people to learn that too. A lot of times, just keeping your mouth closed can be a good answer. And keep you out of a whole lot of trouble, especially for our race. That's a good thing to learn how to do, being able to put a bridle on the tongue to know when to speak and when not to speak and when to hold your peace. Because sometimes people let emotion drive, and emotions will put a lot in your mouth, then later on you be trying to apologize and fix it, and too much done went out, you can't pull it back. So that is a good thing, but what they put, you know what I'm going to do? I ain't going to give y'all no point. You thought I was going to see how you look. She was thinking, He know he gonna do. What you think when I say? But then you think when I say, you know what I'm gonna do? I didn't see, cause you know what happened. See what I was trying to show in doing that. See, her mind was already concluding the answer. He finna come back and get it to her. No, I was just gonna double down on it. I double down. But no, that's something that's really good though. So everybody know what the points are. 5 point wrong, 10 points for y'all on 6. What you got? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they know. Y'all, Team 6 had chapter and verse. Say lose double point. Yeah, they had chapter and verse. She didn't know they had chapter and verse. But she didn't know who put the point. You got them up there, chapter and verse. What 9.5? You finna lose some point for not answering. That's not gonna be no answer. You gotta answer these questions. And you can't be stealing from my sweet little jailbirds. All right, what's the next question? What's who? Oh yes. Listen.
To do for success.
What to do for success? It was actually written in your Torah. Y'all remember that one?
This is 2 points. 2
points. 2 points. They need to know who answering so they know who to challenge.
Okay, let's see.
Sweet little jailbird. Y'all better get on top of this thing. Come on.
1, 2, 4, 5, and 6.
That's everybody except for 3.
Yes.
1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Everybody answered except for 3. 3, y'all didn't answer that one. All right, who gonna challenge? Everybody answered except for 3. Y'all challenging. Hold on, let me guess. I want to just try to give you. Y'all challenging team 1. Hold on. Team 3. Team 5. 6. What y'all doing back now? Y'all challenging. Are y'all challenging? On the challenging for my kids, I give y'all 5 points. Y'all lose 2 if you're wrong. So if the person right, if the team right, they're gonna get 2 points. They're gonna get the 5. The challenges, how much these points for a challenge? Yes, sir.
I got an issue over here.
Uh-oh. Why y'all all up on Dave? Why
Team 6 has approached me, so we need to know here.
Team 6.
They want all their answers back.
Hold on, no. Man, get out of here, man.
You heard the Raha.
How you gonna do that?
You heard the Raha. Get out of here.
You can't come in. They ain't never been. No, they ain't never had it in history. No, we ain't gonna win.
We already winning. We don't need you to tell that. Get on about it.
Whoever heard of that? Whoever heard of this? How you gonna answer all your answers back? Are you serious, Haywood?
That's how you know it's wrong.
That's how you know. Yeah, what y'all gonna do? So they got that. Y'all going 5 points on the channel. If y'all wrong 2 points, you lose 2. And they cheat. We know they cheat. The answer wrong. They couldn't have cheated. If you cheat, your answer supposed to be right, right? Hmm? Six get caught cheating, can they be minus 50 points? Yeah. Hey, that no way Heaven gonna get points. I have never heard anybody ask for all their answers back. Do y'all know how many answers y'all got in? All right, so who y'all challenging? Who y'all challenging? Let me guess. Team 2? Who y'all challenging? Who? No, you can't. You can't do that. No. No, how many points I gave on challenge? 2 points. All right, they took back their challenges. All right, so let's see who we're going. Y'all ready? Yes, sir. Oh, they're going to be tight. Let's see. Yes, ma'am. Hold on. I got sweet little jailbirds. Yes? Who y'all challenging? Bird. All right. So the sweet little jailbirds are challenging Smitty. Sweet little jailbird. I know Hayward is just cause of corruption. So teams, sweet little jailbirds are challenging team 4 and team 6. Did y'all answer team 4? What, Carrie? Carrie, don't be trying to run here. Come and show your face. 5 for y'all, 2 if you're wrong. So they get this right. Let's see. All right, everybody in. We finna go ahead and roll. All right, let's go. I don't know, huh? It ain't ready. We ain't ready yet. Let's see. It might work out points for y'all. What if it work out points? I don't know. All right, Carrie. I'm glad you're back, Carrie. They finna read y'all. Who we reading first, Dave? He said, let's see who you gonna read first, Dave.
This is crazy. How'd you know each other? Okay. So this is the deal.
All right.
Team 5, Team 2, Team 1, and Team 6 all put the same answer. Team 4 is the only one put a different answer. That's what I'm trying to figure out how you chime in.
I'm saying, hold on, let me do this. Hold on. Since they put it down, let me put what the answer would have been.
Okay, good.
So we can save time.
There you go.
Who challenged everybody?
Team 4.
We'll find out now. Oh, they don't get no double for them to get the vote. Y'all don't get one. Let me just check them. For y'all. I'm gonna be watching all y'all. They cheat. Team 6 can't cheat because they've been losing. If you cheat and you lose, you need to get a new strategy. Let's see. We'll see. All right, y'all see the answer. Let's see what it says. Uh-oh, everybody quiet. They probably been jumping up. Oh, man. Let's see. What did? Oh, let's see. All right, let's see. 1 and 7.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the Torah, which Mushah Ma'abad amar thee, turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest.
So that you may have success wherever you go.
Hey,
I think you read on down on there, tell you about success, don't it?
yeah, could you read the next verse, preacher?
The next verse.
Yeah,
The next verse is,
Go ahead.
This Sefer of the Torah shall not depart out of thy paw, but thou shalt meditate therein, Yom and Layla, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is katab therein. For then thou shalt make thy Darak prosperous, and then thou shalt have to success.
Does my answer make sense? Mm-hmm. That's all I tell you. Look at he humble back there. Let's see what they got. So let's see who all got it today.
They all got it right.
Hold on, you said all of them got it right. That's
Team
all right.
4.
Hold.
Team 4 put a different answer.
Hold on for a minute. How you get it wrong? What team 4 got?
Team 4 put earnestly contend.
Hold on for a minute. Yehuda, that's Yehuda chapter 1 about verse 3. That you earnestly contend for the Amunah which was once delivered unto the Kodashim. How did y'all put that in there? That don't say success. Hold on, he said, hold on. Hold on. Listen. Let me see something. Boston. Hold on for a minute. Let me get a mic. Get a mic up here. Hold on, get a mic. Hold on. Cause we hearing what the problem is. Hold on, Ken. Tell them what happened.
Man, these questions from a week and a half ago.
That's right. And what happened, Ken?
You'll come back a week and a half, or after a week, you'll ask the same question, be the same question, but you be saying it in a different context.
Different. That's right.
It be in a different context.
Different context.
It just like saying a sentence and asking a question. It's just like putting a period or a question mark behind a sentence.
Saying a sentence or asking different. Dave, you can't hear him.
You will ask a question, and then the context will change in the same question.
Same question.
And then it throws out the answer.
You
didn't say that.
I didn't say it like that. Let me ask you a question.
I will say everybody got the same answer.
Yeah, I was going to say, so what we do, everybody had the same answer.
Explain that?
Then we just had one, though, everybody had a different answer. We had one sometimes, everybody had a different answer.
That's true. Let's talk about this.
Let's talk about this.
I mean, okay, we got it wrong.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to argue.
Come here. Hold on for a minute. The challenges for the kids were 5 points. 2 points they were wrong, so they lost 2 points. Team 6 got it right. But for y'all was 2 points. 2 points, all right. Did any of them do chapter and verse? Y'all did good on that one. That makes sense.
Yes,
Y'all all quiet. I said they didn't get this wrong.
Only one team did chapter and verse.
Who did that?
The Kingdom.
I know they cheated. No, Hayward. I know Hayward.
They did 1 and 8. That's why I say read the next one. They did 1 and 8.
When they come up with chapter and verse? Huh? Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Hold on. That's right. We got Hayward. You remember y'all took all y'all answer back, remember? Huh? They got double points. How them crooks? There's nowhere in the world they came with no chapter and verse. 2 points. Hold on for a minute. They actually get
Hold on, preacher. They challenged everybody.
Oh my God.
Y'all challenged everybody. Is it on paper?
Hold on.
So they want to on
hey,
paper.
CL said, hold on. You said, hold on now. Let me do this. Y'all got to do this too now. Hold on. Y'all got to do this too now. Hold on. They also got 10 points because both of them challenged them. So y'all got to give them 10 points. They got 4 points, chapter and verse. They were challenged by 2 of them. They had 5 points. I told that goes to this. So they got 10 points for the challenges. That 14 total, then deducted. Hold on for a minute. Y'all get their challenge point? Oh my goodness. They oh yeah. That'll be tight. Woo. They got so that mean hold on. Let's do the math. I know it. This a lot. Listen. So
there's a lot of confusion.
It is. Let's
Team 6 is saying they only challenge Team 4 now.
What they got on paper? Hold on for a minute. Hold on.
Hayward,
who said that? Hayward. Hold on for a minute. What's on the paper? What's on the paper?
What? Okay. On paper, preacher, they don't have no challenges.
Hold on, but they came and told you they challenged everybody.
We don't have no paper.
Oh, no, it's on that paper.
We don't have no documentation.
Well, you know what? You write on that paper right there she got because everybody challenged like now. Because you don't know who all answered. This is why I asked y'all who challenged because you won't know who all answered to now. So Hayward walked up and said challenging everybody.
Come on up here.
Thank you. So they're going to subtract from 14 points.
No, y'all got 14 points.
How many points? I'm trying to think. How many did I say I was going to take away from y'all on this question? The 2 challenges? Everything 2 points. The kids had 5, they lose 2. But on y'all, okay, so y'all do this. So Hayward them got 14 points. So you got to deduct from their 14 points. They challenge everybody. So you got to deduct from their points. Those 2 points go to everybody challenge. So y'all got those points. So they had chapter verse. Then they got the 2 challenges. So they had 14 points. So deduct from their 14 points.
Oh, there was no challenges on paper.
He came up with, now you know they'll challenge to that day. They go with the law. I know that right. Hayward done messed up. Listen, Hayward messed up the law out there. Huh? I know that. Listen, there you go. Listen, y'all lock him up. Hayward need to be locked up now.
Hey, preacher.
Uh-huh.
Hey, preacher. The
What-
last thing
who
I
was that?
said, was we challenged Team 4. That was the last statement I made. We challenged Team 4.
How would he know the chat? How to say he gonna holler team 4 out of everybody?
That's true.
I heard him say that after Team 2 did it.
Hold on. So Dave said he heard it. Smitty. He said Dave said he heard him say it. He on the channel 4.
I heard him say after Team 2 challenged Team 4. He did say after that. Now why he said to Smitty, I can't.
Well, let's
I
go.
can't say.
Okay, well, he said he told they was challenging team 4. They say he heard, all right, team 4. Yeah, he got a lot going on. Well, let's do that. Let's say, but hold on for a minute. But Hayward got shot at QT in Iraq, so he gets something for that. He got hit with one of them slushy. Y'all laugh. Let me tell you something. You over there in the middle of war, somebody just come up and just slap you in the eye with one of them slushy, get some on a fork, and just pop it back like that. Man, that thing traumatizing. So we got team 4. We got to go. Dave said team 4. So we got to take the point from team that he got. Hold on. He challenged. Well, he got them point. Yeah. All right. Kerry, what you looking at now? I changed the statement again. Because these answers been in, Kerry, for the record. Kerry, you ain't my friend no more, Kerry. Kerry, like. Kerry said, he not my friend. Hey, go out there and check my tire, make sure it ain't flat. That man back there, he been out that door at least 3 times. I know, I'm just making sure my tire ain't flat. Kerry, listen, y'all make sure my tire ain't flat out there. I seen Kerry looking out there like, I got him, I'm gonna bust that tire. So we got that, they got 14, then they got a minus points for they challenging team 4. We got to start keeping up with the Kingdom. So y'all, so that mean, y'all challenge. Hold on for a minute. Okay, so they got 4, so they got 16 points. That'd be 16. Cause they got the 2 they was challenged by the kids, so they got those 10 points. That's how they got those points. Then they got chopped and burst that 4 points. So then they challenged 4, that gave them 2 more points. That'd been 16 points. We gotta watch them. Hey, we're going to keep it. That's what I don't get. Let me ask you a question. How you walk up and say, give me all my answer back, and then you get 16 points? You know what he's finna do now? Every time when we call that answer, he's going to say, let me get them back. That way his points go up. So let's just keep our eyes on him and Kerry and my ties. All right, what's the next one? I got my young people, before I hit the next one, y'all got another one y'all got to answer.
What did he wear? What did he wear?
What did he wear? I know I said, but y'all answer supposed to already be in, though. It don't matter what I said. What's your answer?
Oh, no, we got y'all answer. We got.
No, you can't write it down now, Joker. No.
No take.
Because if you did, you ain't going to name everything.
You want me to go ahead and read that one while we get another one together? You got that? You got it right? Team 2 got it right.
I gave y'all the answer, though. That part already been in. This already, that before we did it.
They get 4.
Yeah, so y'all already supposed to have it in. So did y'all answer that question?
They get 4.
Did y'all answer what did Yukonon wear?
They got it wrong.
Y'all did?
They lose 2.
Dave, what did they put out now for what did Yukonon wear?
Oh, let me get it. I want to read it, so I don't want to be,
Exactly. Y'all ain't just turn it in. When they turn it in?
No, they didn't. Smitty gave it to me. I got it right here.
Hold on for a minute.
I got the answer.
When y'all turn this in?
Right now, I got it.
We passed the question. When they turn the answer in?
9-5.
Who?
But they only lose 10 for that. They only lose 10.
It real late. Let's see what it is. Oh my God. Y'all turn the answer in.
They don't want to allow negative 10.
Hold on for a minute. What question? What team you up? Team 5, y'all got them -5. They points gotta go up. So what y'all to come to -3? They probably be -3. They proud of that. They have finished. Then they get 2 points. Oh, y'all just do them all at the end. Y'all put them all in there. Oh, they say it's still working. They got it. What we got? You got it.
Which one?
Why they there fighting at the, y'all see them over there fighting with the
If you get it wrong, you
fighting with the scorekeeper.
That's what we read off.
That's 2 of them fighting. Team 2 is on docket for losing 2 points. Team 1 is on that docket for losing 2 points. They about to be on that docket. What else?
That's what we went over.
Then they fight a lady with glasses on.
It's right. It's right.
Bostic and Jessica, was y'all over there fighting with the scorekeeper?
They got it right, except for 10-4. They got it right. They got it right.
So what we got?
There you go. Okay.
Oh, we got the. All right, this
we
the
good.
answer right here for what the Yukon wear. And who turned this in? I need a representative back there to stand up.
Okay, team 7.
All right, okay, yeah, y'all stand up. Let's see this. Team, this 8.5 for team. Who else? Team 8.5. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I want to say, y'all represent. So they saying your Ukanon wore an apron made of thick leaves. That was a dog, man. Smitty, get bite. I got that.
Apron made of thick.
Smitty, get bite.
What it is? Y'all can't turn that in. They already had this. No. Any book open.
This man,
Watch. What's she doing right now? Somebody accusing the scorekeepers of putting extra points up there for people.
Well, who? Who got the extra
Somebody's
points?
name was called.
Who got the extra points?
Somebody said Smitty was putting something up there for 8.5. I mean for team 8.
Yes.
That's dangerous.
Yes.
Alex. They gonna duck. So that was terrible. Apron of leaves. What y'all thinking about? Was y'all thinking about Adam? How they cheat? That was a good answer. She was looking at the first, but the answer wrong. Oh, there we go. All right, well, what's my next one for the adults? The kids got theirs. What they have? They already did that. Ho. What he ate, we already answered that, didn't it?
Team 9.5.
Team 9.5 answer.
Oh, yes.
Hold on for your answer. Are they in the challenger?
We challenge. Yeah, we
Who challenge? Y'all sure? All right, they challenging. Y'all challenging? 9.5? Are y'all gonna challenge him? Challenge it for y'all on this one to be 3 points.
You got it right.
Y'all gonna look at losing 3 points? Lose 1 point? Y'all gonna challenge? Lose 1 point? 3 points, y'all get it right? Are y'all challenging 8? Y'all get 3 points if you right, 1 point you lose if you wrong. Yes. For the other team, y'all challenge 9.5. I give y'all 3 points. Lose 1, same thing. What you got? Y'all challenging?
Yeah, we challenge.
Oh, everybody challenging.
No, I don't need no mic. I'm good.
Well, y'all challenging? Y'all challenging?
We both was all the kids challenge team chasing. They got it right. So we both missed 2 points. They should have 3 on there, and they just got this question about what you can wear.
Who's the hell too? We'll get what I'm saying. All right, so who's challenging? Now, this is one question. This is what he ate or what he wore?
Correct.
What he wore?
What he wore.
Anybody challenging Team 9? Yeah. No, we can't do that one.
Oh, he been submitted. Yeah.
I heard you. Yep. You talking to them? You talking to your team? Y'all challenging? So y'all challenging 9.5. How many hands for challenging 9.5? How many hands said don't challenge? So y'all challenging? Y'all going to majority. All right, let's see what this one is. All right, let's read their question. That's what we got.
Team 9.5 put camel hair.
That's what he ate?
No, wore.
He did say don't challenge. Him and Shane raised their hand and said don't challenge. And Ian said he might get it right. That's good. All right. Mike, how you knew that? He says on the back of his lunch meat. Good one. No, he already had the answer turned in. They can't turn in. All right, what's our next one for the dog? So how many points y'all lost on that one? They lost 1 point. So make sure I tell you that 7 lost 1 point. They said on number 8 that on 8 of them y'all forgot to take some points or something. I don't know. What point they forgot to take? Oh, both of y'all challenged Team 6. Oh, they challenged 4 too. All right, way to tell it. All right, who we got? Let's go.
Okay, this one's about cleaning yourself. Clean self. Clean yourself.
Let me hear the answer.
Oh, the answer the same.
Uh-oh. No, they for the dog.
Yeah, like all the answers the same. Team 2 got your code. Wash your flesh. Put away your idols. Idol gods. Team
Who did that?
Team 2. Team 3 got your code. Team 6 got your code. Told them to wash.
I think it should be in regards to Bathsheba when she purified herself before she went home.
Yeah. Before she went in the house. That's right.
Team 4 didn't answer. Carrie, you didn't even answer this one.
So, Carrie, let me ask you a question. The answer was turned in last week.
Team 4 didn't even answer that.
Yeah, I didn't answer it. Carrie said, you know why he answered? Because I keep changing it up.
Oh, Team 1.
No, y'all didn't answer the challenge. Y'all would have shot, y'all been wrong. Go ahead.
Team 1 put, we're going to the house of Yahuwah. Be clean, change your garments. Borrow a sheep.
Who else got it? Everybody got the same thing?
Yeah.
All of them right. Everybody got it right. Everybody else got it right.
Carrie, got anything you want to say about it?
And that was bait. Yeah, they got it right. Y'all would have challenged, y'all been in trouble. Everybody got it right. Team 6 would have got it. Y'all would have challenged, y'all would have got it wrong. So that been right. That was how many points that was? 3 points. But see, that made sense. It was in based off of Bathsheba. She had to cleanse herself before she went back to her house. So when I asked y'all, that was another situation, which would have been, we actually wound up reading it. When Jacob told all his whole household to cleanse themselves, change their garment, because they were going back to the Beth Elohim. So you can see where Bathsheba would have got the concept from. Because you got to remember, they also had the Torah. So having it, it would have given the principle knowing before they were going to the house of Elohim, they had to cleanse themselves from uncleanness. Okay? Even when they told us, 2 Corinthians 7:1, having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and ruach. Then we're perfecting. Kudash. Okay? So if you just clean the outside, you haven't perfected it. And that's the problem we had with the Torah in the first segment, was that people hadn't perfected it. As he said, had they perfected it, then there would have been no more offering for Kataim. That's how we know they ain't perfected. See, for us, it should be no need for it. Y'all got it? That's a part of perfecting it, okay? So what we got next? I might need to ask Kerry. Kerry, that the right question? Kerry said, who knows? He said, gonna be the same context. So if the answer's already in, out of context, I don't know.
And that's where your answer come from. Your answer come in the context which they're giving you the question.
Now, yeah, they changed up. That's a good one. How many points y'all got? Oh, 1 point. All right, what we got?
So only 2 people answered this one.
He didn't want to be done. Come to find out, you the one having me changing these questions a week and a half later. He said, you too, boss. He said, when y'all two get into it, it changed everything, though. Hold on. Let me hear what y'all answer. It was for Sodom and Gomorrah?
Only 2 people answered. 1 and 4. Team 1 and Team 4 answered it.
Oh, y'all answered it.
Oh, yeah,
so y'all answered it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what y'all answer was.
Okay, Team 1 put... No, Smitty said it wasn't.
How many points was it? I ain't but 2 people answered it.
I don't have it. You did. I only got 2 answers.
All right, who is it going to have?
Okay, Team 1 put Barashik 19 concerning Luke. Team 4 put he set them aside in the city of Zoar. That'd be the same thing.
Oh, okay. It would have been based off of the 9th chapter of the book of Romans when he said, except he had left us a seed, anew, we had been like Sodom and made like unto Gomorrah. So that from 4 and 1. Let's see how I took it back. So 9. Your team, listen. Yeah, let me say it. That date. Yeah, we all got problems. Hold on, he got an honest proposal. What's... So y'all do this. Y'all can do this. Let's do this.
We haven't threw no answers away.
You know what y'all can do? Y'all know what y'all can do. Let's do this, be fair. Let's let him, because they dump. Y'all go out to the city dump. If y'all find that answer and bring it back. That way we can be fair. Somebody catch our answer back. I'm telling you.
Smitty don't even have them wrote
A hard
down.
job throw it away again. Yeah, because it been like Sodom.
Smitty don't even have that team wrote down.
Do you remember them answer? You remember y'all answering that question? Destin, you took it back. Y'all didn't answer it. We can hold it after we get through. Huh? All right, we got that. Well,
They were correct.
What? Yeah,
They
yeah.
were correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them correct. 1 and 4 got it right. You got any rebuttals, Kevin?
Gary, bro, he was so disgusted with you did. Please go check me in Dave time. Dave, you got a spell? You done. All right, who else we got? Oh, yeah, this right here. Y'all got the handwriting. And that's what based off of Boston asked the question. When Boston quoted, what he quoted, and I tell you I could look at it, was Colossians chapter 2, about 11 and 12. He said, preacher, what about the handwriting, the ordinance which was against him? He blotted out. I told y'all it was somewhere else where it was a handwriting that was against him.
Yes, sir.
Y'all remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me make sure. Karen. I'm just asking. I'm asking a question. Do that sound like it right or sound like I done changed it? He said he missed it. This is about the handwriting, yeah. Gotta find. Who all answer their questions? They want to know they can.
Team 3, Team 6, and Team 4.
The handwriting ordinance that was against them, it was based off of that in the 2nd chapter of the book. I told you, Bostic was the one that quoted that about how he blotted out the handwriting ordinance against him. And I told you it was somewhere else where it was a handwriting that was against him. I didn't say who, it was a handwriting against somebody, and I wrote that, I quoted that more or less. Did y'all answer it? All right, we didn't know who voted, yeah. Yeah, we don't know.
Team 6 wants to challenge Team 4 on this one.
Hold on, who?
Team 6 wants to challenge Team 4.
Did they answer?
Yes, Team 6 did answer.
And Team 4 answered?
That's correct, yes.
You can't challenge people ain't answer either. I'm going to challenge 9.5.
Y'all want to challenge Team 6?
I'm challenging he didn't. No, he didn't. Who y'all?
Okay, Team 4 is challenging Team 6.
Hold on, somebody asked them, can they get consideration? What that mean?
It really doesn't.
Oh, they still voting.
And somehow, some way, they'll make it in there. But
Team 4 challenging.
put this in.
And somebody didn't put it in. Who didn't put it in? What team you on? 4 or 5? 5. What happened? Y'all didn't submit an answer. That's the one. They might still have the other one. They just probably just called it on. No, that's the one they called up. We should have some more though. There's some more missing. Let's see if they got. It should be some.
We haven't done all the questions. She's just doing the one that she pull up.
Let's see what the answers is. Y'all. So listen, who's challenging?
So Team 6 is challenging Team 4. Team 4 got mad, so they challenging Team 6.
Who y'all challenging?
That's basically what happened.
Are y'all challenging 6? Let me see the hand for challenge. Hand for challenge? Not enough. Not enough to challenge. All right, so we only got one challenge. 6 is challenging 4. Who?
And 4 challenging 6.
Oh, this is a retaliation.
Yeah, retaliation.
Man, we ain't never had no gunslinging like that. Y'all don't went straight gunslinging. Let's see how they work out. So 4 and 6 are challenging each other. How many points they for?
Regular.
How many regular? 1? Oh, I tell you what I do. So they gunslinging on each other. On their challenge, I'm going to give them 5 points on their challenge. Yeah, because they gunslinging. 3 points. That's how they get 3. If you wrong, you lose 3. If you right on your challenge, you get 5. So just say 4 challenge 6 and 6 right. 6 gonna get the 1 plus they gonna get 5 points. Them 2 gunslingers, I want to see where they go. Let these gunslingers go. This Clint Eastwood against John Wayne. It can go any way. Yeah. Oh, you get chopped in verse course, you're gonna get double. So that'll get them a total of 7 points. All right, let's see. Uh-oh. Who we gonna go with? We might say the gunslinger for last. Who else we got?
Don't matter who we go with. They all put the same answer. Everybody put.
Let me put my answer.
Okay, let's do that.
6.
Everybody put the same answer.
Should be 6, 5. Oh, they thought they beat me up. It's not hard. Oh, they're tight. Let's see what happens. Hold on for a minute. What could that possibly have? All y'all could have had was the Malak Darius. Then y'all read the handwriting in order. The handwriting was against him. So what? The handwriting, what we talking about, the ordinance was against them. I used this one, that y'all. They saying they using a star when they had wrote a decree against the Yahudim.
Now you was right. Go with your first mind. You was right. You was right. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out.
These are the same people, Paul. Medes, they different. Medes and the power are two different people. I got to go on two different names. Let's see my $1,000. Let's drop down some. I went to 1, fell to Shaza, 6, and then 3 over 4. Chop down the tree. See one thing with Daniel, the writings of his books, how they his Sefer, his stuff, it'll go. Like when you go to 6 will put you back up on the Nebuchadnezzar. When you go 5, you're gonna go up on the Darius. Okay? So Darius would have been after Artaxerxes. So say they changed rule and you don't have no right with him on Artaxerxes. You start to deal with his son. So it looks like it went from Nebuchadnezzar to Darius. And then you had Chorus, that they'll call Cyrus. You got what? Cyrus the Great, Cyrus the Little. Then you got Artaxerxes. Then you got Darius. Then you got another Artaxerxes. So it kind of moves and goes. So when people read, like people say, I'm just reading the books. You don't know what you're doing, you're going to make a mess because this book's not in order. Okay? So there's 5, because then they're going to go back to 6 and Daniel all in the line then. That should already happen before 5. Because then you're dealing with a whole nother rule. Okay, that makes sense. Then you'll find him later giving out decree about purge about the Medes and Pyra coming in when they already had taken. So it's a lot. This should have been 5 and 5. 5 and 5. They did 25. 5 and 5. This coming out to start explaining the writing. Okay. So, what it said?
In the same hour came forth fingers of each hand, and Katab over against the lampstand upon the plaster of the wall of the Malak's palace, and the Malak saw the part of the hand that Katab. Then the Malak's countenance was changed, and his thoughts troubled him, so that the joints of his loins were loosed, and his knees smote one against another. The Malak Sayak allowed to bring in the astrologers, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers, and the Malak spake and said to the wise Anashim of Babylon, whosoever shall read this Kitab and shew me the interpretation thereof shall be clothed with scarlet, and have a chain of gold about his neck, and shall be the third Sari in the Malkut.
And Daniel, you'll find later, we don't have to read all of it, but Daniel, when they brought him in and interpreted, he told him he can keep his necklace and his ring. He said, but I'm going to tell you what it say. Y'all got it? And you'll find, one reason why you'll find that is because you have another writing too that tells you when a man do that job, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. That's why I let them know I'll read it for you, but you can keep your stuff. He let them know you can keep the necklace, you can keep the ring, all of it. He said, but I'll tell you what it say. They went down and started describing to him about destruction going to come in, how they kill and come in, because it started talking about that's coming in on the Tigris. So all this started to note the name rivers that come out. These same rivers, the heart that came out also from the God, from the Gone. And it was important you look out, all these places went out to places of wealth. That's why these people keep fighting and trying to take these places. Because your book is a map. Y'all don't even know why people fighting y'all. Because your book, it gave us too much information. So a lot of stuff, where we messed up, we started letting everybody handle our stuff. Just like when the Chaldeans came in to see everything that Yah had. And when the Nabaim, when Yeshayahu came, he asked them, who were these men? He let them know that the Chaldeans, they came in, and I showed them everything. He brought them into the palace, he showed them everything. And Yeshayahu let him know that these people are going to take everything you had away from him. And the only thing he want to know, was it going to be while I'm living? And he found out, he said, good. I messed up, but at least they ain't gonna have while I'm alive. That's how we got carried on. So we had Malaks that came into being ruled that they took and they changed the names of them. When they took them and took them into captivity, their names changed. Just like when Meshach, Shadrach, and one bad Negro, they changed their name. They gave them other name after their deities. So another thing with changing the name, then you change sometime when you start to look, it only goes so far, so it cuts you off in your search. Right? Think about it, there's not a lot of history. If I look up Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego from their name that they received in captivity, their name is only going to take me back to when they received the name. Very seldom it's going to take you back to let me know what name was it before that, how things trend. Like sometimes you look up these places they give you, if you research some of these places, you won't find them. They changed the name of them. They'll look at these places picked up and left the planet. They didn't. All they did was change the name. Nobody had no Sudan running no book back then. There were other names, but they give you new common names, so it looks like you don't know where to search. Yemen is not in the book. Libya is not in the book, it's Put. So when I go Put, I can go back and I can research from Put and look at when these people derived. These were one of the great grandsons of Nuak. And I can look at their regions. So everyone in their regions, they named them after their Benin. That's like Misraim. So we can trace them back further. You go to Egypt, there's no real history back on Egypt. We're not trying to tell you about a civilization, but we can go back before they became that civilization. So we can see how they descended out from. So they give us these names and they change it because it'll kill your research. Most people don't know Misraim. The people that do, they call themselves Mitzrah. But they won't have that conversation in front of you. They literally call themselves Mitzrah. And they'll sit around there and let you go around with Egyptian lover. Niggas sitting all this here, Egyptian, that's your stuff. That's what the Greeks gave them. When they came across people, they renamed them. Take your history and then rename it. Now your history starts from this point. So when you start to do your Google search, Google can only take you so far back unless you get more specific in your request. What was their name before this? I tell you about Ethiopia. Ethiopia, it means I burnt my face. That makes no sense. Them people walk around and tell you they burnt their face. They did not burn their face. Our book clearly declares that the Shamash has smiled on me. I did not burn my face. The man looked on me. They made it do it with something that they done. Because think about it. When these white people came and they saw you, my face don't look like that. Nigga, you done burnt your face. Ethiopia. And that's not their original name. We go back, Cush. Their father would come back to Cush. So we can start to go back and find out who people were. And he'll say, this were they people after their language, after their kind. So we knew where things belong. How you gonna come and set something in order unless you know what the order is? That's why white people have us in this derision with religion, because we don't know order. They just compiled a bunch of books. Your first 5 line up, you'll go to your Shafatim, your Hushua, you'll go and your book, and after that your books start getting on. They just start putting books together. That's how it works. They give you stuff and get you off. You don't know. So I give you information. A lot of it misprints, mistakes with some factual truth, and then you ain't got no order. So you don't know how things work. Then you don't know how to use the book like you know how to use the library. By knowing what book I look for if I'm looking for strength. Y'all got it. If I want to get Tahalim Yahuwah, all that, we just read a book. I feel sad, just go around. I need something going to uplift me. I need to know why am I going here. These books are named after a reason for a sort. This is how you sort certain things. When Dawood saw that the people were out fighting, and he saw that the Malak had been murdered, what did he tell them to do? He told them to take the book of Tahalim and sing. No, you're losing a fight. I need to get a book that teaches me how to win. The only reason they were losing because they know how to properly use the bow. And where was it located at? In the book of Judges. It was written in the book of Yasha. What does Yasha mean? Because I'm losing. Why else would I be going to book? I'm trying to be saved. I'm trying to be delivered. Then I need to know how to use the bow. See, they never taught us. These people ain't never taught us nothing. Man, that book had you in derision. You'll spend more time running around in circle you will getting the way you need to go. Because they never taught us how to use it. All they did teach us how to do asthma, raise money, build a choir. They taught us all the administration. Secretary, deacon, finance committee. That's all they gave us. But look, we got nowhere when it came down to progressing for salvation. We've gotten worse. Our people gotten worse. We more bending than we. Old church had. I came out from True Dirt. Man, the deacon, it came down at the end of the year. Now we get y'all, we sing a statement. Everybody support. Boom, boom. What's your email? Boom. All that's just send an email. Man, you know how that man found out we had what you paid? He had a garbage bag with everybody tied envelope. Pour them out and got to go through everyone to find your name. They just took them on their own and put it in the trash bag. That's all we done learn how to get more organization skill, but people are a lot more honest than what we are now. That's just being honest. That's all they gave us now. People feeling they say because they got more organization skills. Churches own more stuff than they ever own. Little black churches ain't own that. Nobody heard about no church owning nothing. Churches always trying to raise up money, try to pay off something, or try to buy something, or trying to help people. These churches now, listen, these folks buy malls, plaza. They buying apartment complexes. So money is not an issue for us. The problem becomes our spirituality. Understand our connection. Being they stay studious when we're doing something. Stay consistent in behavior. We lack that. Business to death. Business to death. People they have certain. Where the church need a bookkeeper for? That little bit of money they were raising, you did on 5 fingers. So the times done changed. But now we're working trying to make sure we get where we got to be spiritually, ruagni. That's what we've lacked. You getting everything. They got more people in church before. They didn't have all them people. They had family. All the church was this family, that family, and a couple of stragglers. Church so late, a preacher, he preached one church, he be at one church first and third, another one second and fourth. And guess where he pay you to be? Dinner. He get through a family, take him to their house and feed him. That little money they raised up, get that man 10 little, that's it they get, and he feed him. Preacher died broke. So not the Jakes, the Loans, the Creflo, all them guys, that's what they say. They said, man, ain't gonna be no broke chicken eating preacher. Creflo times he said, refuse to do that. He said, no Jerry Carroll, Ryan, Cadillac, Ryan preacher. They say done with it. They watch, they're like, I'm done with it. These folks not finna break me down, wear me out, and give me no dinner and no little bit of chump change. So now they started doing like the people, they take from the people. The people ripping off Yahuwah and the preacher ripping off the people. So we're trying to come back and put something back in the people and show the people they ain't the way it should have been. The spirituality is the most important part of all of this. But in order for you to obtain it, there are some things you got to learn how to do carnally. When you come in, you got to know how to keep your feet. You got to be more ready to hear than to get a zabak of a fool. Because you won't even consider what you're doing. When you start looking at who would know about giving sacrifice. So what position you got to be in? You got to be knowledgeable about who. So it's going to be important for you to go through and you read things to understand how important his stewardship was. His servitude was. Because the sacrifice of a fool gets you killed. So you got to learn order. It's got to be discipline. Louis got to look at all that stuff and realize he can't obtain it. Yahuwah his possession. They got to be your first pride possession. Most of y'all, your pride possession, what you done saved up. Your crypto, your bank account, your 401k, other money in your sock drawer. They ain't your treasure. Your treasure got to be him first. That's why he tried to tell the young man that had all the riches, give what you got away and you can have treasure in Shamayim. It's an investment. You putting up against the human to come. When all this stuff coming, destruction come on the right. Don't you know he told her how we supposed to do? And my whole Palal, you know what it be? He told me Palal that we be counted worthy to escape it.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, these folks here, y'all trying to prepare to go through it. He told me Palal I be counted worthy to escape it.
That's right.
That's why I try to stay on these points, because that means with the temptation what he made. He let me know it's out.
Yeah.
I'm working on making sure we counted worthy. Man, let us escape it.
Come on.
That's on. Otherwise, I wouldn't be trying to put up nothing to do nothing. I know I'm going to have to be ready to buy our freedom, to buy our liberty to get out of that place.
Right.
Make sure we be worthy to escape it.
Yes, sir.
That's how bad it goes. The man, I'm supposed to be Palal for other things. He said, no, you be Palal, you be counted worthy to escape it.
Come on.
That's how bad it's going to get.
That's right.
All these folks, I'm going to move to that, you ain't going nowhere. It's going to be bad everywhere.
Yeah.
This whole thing with Russia and the U.S., let me tell you something, that involves the whole world. Ain't nobody economy safe. Ain't nobody, we ain't the only person suffering. These are two major factors here. You done draw Europe inside of this whole, Europe is involved completely in the West. Ain't nobody else gonna prosper. China can't, nobody can prosper. China gotta get involved, realize, they're gonna realize, listen, everybody gonna suffer. Everybody, you think the United States gonna let other people make money while they ain't making money? These crackers don't work like that. Everybody going down. You think Europe gonna set back? Well, while we're here fighting, India prospering, China prospering, all these other places. No, they're not. No, they're not. We ain't gonna do it. We're gonna shut them down. Everyone, now you got Syria going over there. These broke, sorry, sand niggas. Going on here to fight somebody that people bring on them to do more damage to them than the people they going to fight. All these folks don't work to destroy Africa. Most of y'all didn't know that Russia actually took a lot of them Africans and taught them how to do medicine, did you? Of course you didn't know it. Yeah. Y'all didn't know that. Why would they tell you that? I know it. Russia had actually took a lot of these folks in Africa and educated them in medicine. They're not going to tell you that. Because part of propaganda is to make you hate Russia. What the man tell you? Why your gas that high? What was your gas before Russia? See, I gotta blame somebody. So that make you hate them. Every time you go to pump, you know what you say? Russia. See, they always transfer the hate. It's called, like Bob said, transfer risk. Make you hate, make you demonize. Nigga, this ain't the first time they did it to you. When white people see they have lack of good, when white people see things ain't working, who you think they blame? Hell, they think we put Joe Biden in them. White folks have to come, you let that say, yeah, these folks wouldn't vote for Joe Biden, we wouldn't have this. Who you think white folks say? What folks you talking about? Who you talking about, cracker? I guarantee you put him down before I did. Didn't vote for that tired, narcissistic bastard. That's right. I'm sitting there doing retard. Can't hardly open his eyes. Struggling to walk across the grass. That's your white boy. You know what I mean? Embarrassed. You took the dumbest white boy you had from school and then you say he the smartest you got. No, good and well that's the best they got. That's why he in there. Pick an idiot every time. They ain't never put nobody there with no brain. They all make bad decisions. Running bluff with us, then they scared of everybody else. I've been told y'all we need to liberate ourselves. That's why I try to push y'all on factual things. Looking at what's going on around. Watch when these people give you something and show you something, because there's a bigger thing going on behind the scene that you don't know about. They hold good and make you demonize yourself, look down on yourself, take on a different characteristic based on what he gave you. Raise our, how many of y'all want to be a professional athlete? Raise your hand. What kind of professional athlete? Football team, football player, a lot of them got mental issues. We'll teach you how to play around here. Baseball, we're going to keep you on base right around here. Basketball, All right. We'll handle them basket. What you got? Football? Which one? Football? Basketball? Baseball? Let me tell y'all something. What a lot of this, what y'all want. A lot of these games originated in backyard, just having fun. People playing, just doing it, and white people got involved. They made it a professional, professionalism and pay and money got involved, so the corruption got in. So a lot of time, what our young people have to do, even though they might be grown in it, you have to give up a lot to do that. A lot of what you got to do to become a professional athlete is a lot of sacrifice. I'm talking about giving up everything. You gotta, if that's something you want to do, you got to eat, sleep it, and dream it. It don't work that way. Raising your hand saying I want to be one, it don't happen. The people that actually make it do it, they make that their life. To nothing else more important than they'll do anything for it. And that's when you want to be careful when you got a love for something like that ends so quickly. It'll look like a long career, but as quick as you in, you out. Then it's a life after that. You know what happened to a lot of our young people when they do? And that's not discouraging, just to understand the mindset you got to have when you go after these things. Because you can't half do. The wrong thing can get you out quick. And it's season to season. Nothing's guaranteed. It's a trade. There's a lot of stuff to get you out of the way. There's a lot of things you got to give up. And a lot of times you have to give up your integrity. They're stripping you down. You ain't coming here unless you get naked and you're going to let us go through your body. You want to get in here and get naked with every other man. I know people say, oh, that's what athletes do. But it's the same thing as the slave trade. You just don't see it. It's a slave trade. How you think I pop up? Players don't a lot of times have an influence on where they're going. A lot of them guys walk down here and they find out somebody will let them go and somebody will pick them up. Yeah, the big one, the white boys will have a choice in it because they'll choose not to, but a nigga, he got to play. He just take the trade they give him. They give him the same thing to say. You out here on the field working, that thing, somebody ride up, where going? You been sold. I'm sorry, you were traded. So when we play sports, it ain't the same way that white people play it. There's a lot of choice. Like Aaron Rodgers finna die any minute. Ain't no reason to keep him. And they get a 4-year contract, 175? 200 million. What, 150 guaranteed? Everybody talking about Dak Prescott. See, they always show you Zach Prescott, whatever his name is. This boy is still young. He got enough time here. Look, he only got 70-something million guaranteed. This white boy who will be done, there's no way he'll fulfill no 4 years and be successful. $200 million, 150 or so guaranteed. This man ain't seen a Super Bowl so long, he don't even know what it is. See, I ain't mad at him. I'm just telling you how we're treated when we go out to a lot of these things. A lot of things, they'll let you play for convenience and you entertain it, but you won't make the money they'll make. No, sir. They say, you just got to get somebody to advise you. I don't care who advises you. It's their system. Right. It's going to work for them. Mike Vick, y'all familiar with Michael Vick? Who went to prison because 2 dogs fight. Then you got this white boy they let retire. What's his name? Ben Roethlisberger, the former quarterback for Pittsburgh. Yep. 2 rape cases. Yep. 2 rape cases, raping women. Where all these hoes at? Come out talking about Me Too. Right. That made Bill Cosby go to jail for the 70s. Right. His ain't been in those 70s. Nope. 2 rapes and they let him retire. Not one time he played on that field, every time he get the ball, they say, there's Ben Roethlisberger. Oh, unfortunately, he had that rape case and that messed him up. Every time Vic got in the fall, every time he got on the field, they brought by the dog. That's right. Mentally crippling him. They took him down. You know they can say, we gave him a chance. They always gonna put you at a disadvantage and make you work hard to prove yourself. Most of the athletes they get through, they'll tell you it ain't worth it. If you're going to do something just for the money, it ain't worth it. They're gonna break you down. They gonna make you sell out. You gotta sit back and bite your tongue on a lot of stuff you can't open your mouth about. Just like the former quarterback former coach from Miami, he been seen it. They just turned around when he didn't get the job. Now he decided to run his mouth. You were good with it before that. Had you got that job, this one, he talk, oh, the NFL racing. Oh, the NFL, they didn't give him the job. That's when he ran his mouth. Why you didn't say something when they came and told, hey, throw the game? You know how many players need these wins because they trying to get traded. They got stats, and the whole time I set you up so we can lose the game. You know how many times people who believe in the sport, believe in players, jump up and piss because their team won, don't realize coaching. It was intentional. So now you know what? You're going to work with people that have no integrity who going to set you up for failure and you trying to win. Use your head. Now I know y'all been pushing your kid to be in it, but y'all know it, suicide. About how many folks you know, afterlife? Afterlife of football doing well. Mentally crushed. Their body broke down. They hurt. People that play still, they change their number on them. They don't want to talk to them. If you don't play, lose my number. They all your friendship with these people season to season. If you don't get picked up next year, you don't have my phone number. I know this for a fact. Listen, I'm there with 2 million, I had to count. Listen, when they get it, they said, Pastor Miller, they're my new number. I said, just change. The season started, they said, I changed my number. They changed it from family. They said, I don't want nobody calling me trying to borrow no money. They give me their number, though. I wonder why. Because I'm trying to borrow money? I borrow money from not one of my time. Now, one of them can ever tell preacher borrowed no money from him, preacher asked for no money, preacher told him do him no loan. I don't ask for nothing. I try to make my own way. I make my own way at the end of the day. I'm my own man. Nobody putting no hand in my behind. Nobody control me. What you hear say, those are my words. When I'm speaking the book, these are Yahuwah words. And I'm trying to teach y'all you want integrity. Ain't nothing wrong, no sin to play, but you want to be able to keep your integrity. You want to be able to sleep at night, be able to look folks in the face, and nobody handing you like no child. Been on open your behind hole up. For what? What they got to do with me running, catching the ball in my behind hole? We just got to keep checking it. Man, got to come here. These folks got to, anywhere you go, they can jump up here. And listen, they don't let you pee. They got to hold your penis for you. I don't know how to hold my own penis. Somebody got to hold your penis to pee for a check. What's your integrity? I can see you want to watch me make sure I don't put. Oh, no, you can't pull it out. They told you they got to pull it out. Man, everything about demoralizing people. Everything demoralizing. It is. It's always demoralizing. And our guys, they'll go out here, they'll play it real and break your back for these people. Then these people let you go. You'll put all your hope in your heart in these people just to get cut and let go. We always get the bad end of the stick. What we should have been done, really should have formulated our own league. And our league of integrity, where you can keep your self-respect. Oh, sit right here and control you own outfit, can't ride a bicycle. God, listen, your contract ain't gonna be, you ain't your own person. You can't go everywhere, you can't say everything, you can't do nothing. You can't ride stuff. A lot of them guys, all in their it's in their contract. You can't look, no skydiving, no motorcycle ride. No convert. You can't do that stuff. No three-wheeler. It's in your contract. You lose your contract. That Ryan Gant, he got kicked out of that lumber. He broke his leg. It was in his contract. He couldn't ride no motorcycle. He fell and broke his leg. Got him out of here, Cincinnati. These folks will push you around. I know people look at that's just one part of it. But guess who always get this deframing part? It's always us. Why, boy, murder, rape, everything, still great successful career. Look at it. Soon as Drew Brees, I give me all them little stats. That look real pretty. I'm looking at championship. That folk got better stats than Michael Jordan on something. But Mike got 6 championships. I said, some people done got, I'm saying, if some people got some stats that come up. LeBron got some. More faking, more falling, more hollering, more turnovers. Man, what you talking about? Them championships. Look at what they got. The white boy walked out of Brent Favre. Man got the same amount of incompletion. He got a complete interception. He got his completion. That's a record. I mean, every time you throw an interception and a complete pass. Why you on the field? They love him. Great. Listen, he could come back right now. They'll sign him. Right now, he can tell me he come in and get signed. They'll keep Tom Brady around. That man be 137 years old. They'll still sign him. $350 million for 10 years. They gonna listen. It's made for them. Text message, hey inflator, don't worry, Tom. I'm afraid. Don't worry about it. They don't know nothing unless we tell them. Yeah, we still investigating. We not sure about it. You just got the man text man. They said NFL say, hey, we want your phone. He said you ain't getting it. He told the league, you ain't getting my phone. Nigga told him that he'd have been out of there. Tony O'Brien only nutted because they made him nutty. They wreck these people's lives. They drive these people to madness. When y'all young people look at this stuff, it's more than the money. It's what you got to give up to do it. Keep your integrity. There's a lot of stuff I could have done, but it'll mess up my integrity. And there's a lot of stuff. I don't know what they thought. I had a lot of stuff I could have did and do. My integrity important. If people watch me, you know they watch me? Integrity. People looking for people with integrity. You'll do better making $400-500 a week and keeping your integrity than you will to go sign no contract and then you pop in here with a man, because we're going to stop you at the door. We're going to stop you at the door. Y'all ain't coming to sit here and lap set. Come your behind all over, you fart and you ain't even controlling it. That's just the aroma to fart. Because your butthole is wide open. You can't keep no smell in there. Why y'all think your butthole got to stay tight? That don't want to keep doo-doo from smelling everywhere you go. Man, Buddha over like he finna catch a football pass. Can't do that. That's the truth. A lot of these folks don't realize, man, take the integrity. These young folks, I want y'all to know, tell these folks to tell you the whole truth. How them guys busted all up, broken up, got to get treatment that don't work. Hurting. That money good when you getting it. When they look at what about your afterlife, they're putting your money up. Every time you go here, listen, they're going to walk these white players through how to put their money up. They're going to put people on there just to make sure they set themselves up. The nigga going to blow every dime. Tramps and hoes going to be around him. Mess him up, get him fight. All you got to give is a news story. You done. Man, that thing, them folks, every time you come to folks, shoving that mic in your face, you got to go play, you can't focus. You know every time that camera get on, you know they talk about you. And you screwing up. Now they saying, the rumor they talking about trading him. Now you really done. Because you know what they do? A lot of trade made because they start listening to the, we don't need it. See, we don't need it him. We don't need the Nord, we don't need the record. You got to go. That's why you get shit around too many times, you done. You done change jersey too many times. Don't even worry about it. You on your way out the door. They said, man, honey, most of our black kids, they can't do it. They think everybody love them. If people love you as long as you doing what they want. But once you cross these people like Michael Jordan did, you're done. They'll run you right out of him. They ran that joker right out the league, make him take a break. Your daddy dead. Too many folks talk. They no good way no mob kill that man daddy for no gambling. Well, you got the mom getting my money. Killing your daddy ain't getting my money. That rumor went and that man had to walk out. I'm here to walk out the league. The rumor is gambling problem. All the white folk gambling. Everybody gambling. Michael Jordan went to bed after 12 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock curfew. Michael Jordan still dropping points. Man won a championship the whole time they talking. Walk out, wham, wham, walk out the court. They trying to interview. He just keep moving. Man won a championship the whole time they talking. Yeah, the rumor is the curfew is 11 o'clock. They say he was down in the casino to 1 o'clock in the morning and still went. I won at the casino and I won the championship. Tell that story. Them people run you out the league. Man, stuff a minute break. That man won that championship. That man just laid on the ground and cried. Man had the choice. He just cried, laying on the ground. Look at y'all done put this room out of here. Talking about had my daddy killed. My daddy been killed from this. That's how low down and dirty they is. Psychologically mess you up. Use your heads. If there's something you got to do, make sure you know everything you need to know about it. You can be ready because the system works against you, not for you. That's just from me, but you ain't got to take my word for it. I done talked too many of them messed up with football. Two of them messed them up. That's why you be seeing talking about folks on other planets alive. Walls moving. It's here, but it's not here. It's in another dimension. That's when you made too many tackles. I'm trying to tell you, man, it's more to it than what you see. They just show you good. There's a lot of folk messed up. And ain't again, it's some folk come out and do pretty well for themselves. But you know what? What's the chance you're going to be one of them? That's all there. What's the chance you're going to be one of them? Most guys going to give you bad information. They screwed up everything they got. They messed up. And they want to see everybody do the same thing. I'm just telling the truth. There's no reason why no black player should go in none of these leagues and come out broke. Too many done. What they tell me about all the rest of these niggas? They selfish niggas. They dirty niggas. They'll rather watch you fall and mess up and collapse like the next thing you know you're going to kill yourself. I haven't got don't you have a cousin that played in the NFL? It might be. Leona, text him right quick and tell me I ask a question. You know what their cousin doing? Who know what their cousin doing now? Everybody know what their cousin doing? So, say it louder. You say he retired and did what with his money? You say he killed himself? And who else? A house full of other folk. He had been telling them people he needed help. He had been asking them people for help. His help came by him killing some more people than killing himself. They don't kill niggas' help. They annoy you. You know what I'm saying? That's how they are. How many people was it, Ivan? Oh, it wasn't that many. It was just 6 people killed. He had been asking for help. He was asking for help. That's how that whole thing can go for you. It don't take nothing but a little joint of your head when you're out here running around playing and hitting. All that stuff you come at after these guys get out, then you get the pressure, everything else. So it's a lot more behind a lot of this stuff than what people just looking at. Junior Seau shot himself, but had enough sense for whatever reason not to shoot himself in the head. He said, I want y'all to take my brain for research. Now them guys talking about how much they hear after they over, how much they brain, how much damage they got, and these guys don't get no. You know they say, oh, them niggas just weak. No, them niggas human. I told y'all over and over, Will Smith tried to tell with concussion, every impact is equivalent to a 45 mile. Let me go out here and hit y'all with my car for 45 miles an hour. Come on, let's go out here and try it. See how many we gonna take. Your speed and somebody else's speed equivalent here, they say is equivalent to about a 45 mile an hour crash. How many times you gonna keep doing this? How many times you gonna keep doing this? We can't afford to lose one more. It's called we lost some, man. We hadn't lost some, man. We could throw away 5 or 10 or 20, maybe a couple of hundred of them. We can't lose not one more. That's why I say what I said. That's 2. What happened? How I missed something? Hadassah.
We good, preacher. We good. Tahala Yahuwah.
Yeah, give me see who another head.